Does it say I'm on? It says live. Am I on here? So 0 viewers. Let's see if anyone comes by. So I'm not going to be talking to myself, but I do feel like talking. So we'll see who comes by here. Hi guys, welcome back to Roasted Studios. How are you guys doing? 2 viewers, come on in the chat. I need to talk. 4 viewers, let's go. Come on. Come on, guys, let's talk. I have to talk about some things, so I need a few people over here. Gonna talk about the cleanup person. Gotta talk about him. So let me know. Jump in the chat. As soon as someone jumps in the chat, I'll start telling you what's going on or what I think is going on, because I do have an opinion. And now that I can live stream, let's talk about it. 8 viewers, 9 viewers. Is this what it's like? It's like 9 viewers, but no one up to bat. Am I one of those people now? I've become that person. Oh, gosh. Anyways, I would like to talk about the cleanup person, okay? Because he's manipulating his viewers right now for sympathy, and he's using children to do so. And he still hasn't addressed to me as to why he laughed at child abuse in a live stream in the chat with me. And that was 3 months ago. And so I see he's live streaming right now, and he's trying to garner sympathy, and he's actually getting money for talking about people that have cancer and kids that have cancer. So I jumped in the chat and I was thinking, well, if he has time to mention children that have cancer for sympathy purposes in order to get money unbeknownst to him or not, because he is getting money, I saw someone give him $20, then maybe he has time to address why he laughed at the child abuse when he was over on my channel, and why he laughed at a survivor of sexual abuse that was trying to ask him questions in my chat, in my comments, and why he laughed and left and never came back. He said he's never heard of my channel. He saw a couple videos and he laughed and he never came back. He never addressed the survivor of sexual abuse. He never addressed why he was laughing at child abuse. And it was shocking. I know his moderator in there probably, you know, he did time me out 3 times. He timed me out even at the end when I was trying to thank him for having me in the chat. So that seems a bit unreasonable. I was just mentioning, you know, you have a big platform, you could really help out. Why were you laughing at the abuse? And I got timed out 3 times, and everyone told me to go F myself. So I thought I'd come over here and talk about it, because I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right. If you have time to mention children that are sick, and you have time to use it to get sympathy, for people to feel sorry, in order to manipulate them to get money, or for people to just like you or whatever, then I have the right to ask, well, if you're going to use children in that manner and you're getting paid in your super chat, just saw someone give you $20, then why is it 3 months? It's been 3 months. Why, or 2 months? Why have you laughed about child? Excuse me. It's been about 5 months. It's been about 5 months or 6 months. Why was the cleanup guy, Kid Behind the Camera's best friend, laughing about child abuse? I'm still wondering. I'm still wondering. I would still like to know. I checked the channel myself. I know it was you. I asked the person that was in charge of the channel, which was, what's his name again? King Voss. I asked him, you know, I'm just wondering, why do you think child abuse is so funny, cleanup person? I'm not getting $20 for stating my opinion. And he said, he had the nerve to say, can you believe this? He had the nerve to say, oh, well, Roasted Studios is here. And it speaks to the kind of person that she is, to come in at this time and ask this thing. Well, I'm going to keep asking. It's been 5 months, 6 months. Does it have to be a year before you respond as to why you think child abuse is funny? You have no problem starting a live stream and using and manipulating your audience to get money and to get views and to get people to feel sorry for you, while I get timed out for just wondering why 6 months ago you laughed about child abuse. You can't use and manipulate children in that manner. That speaks to the kind of person you are. And if you want to know the kind of person I am, you can take the time to come look at my channel, which everyone knows you already have, and you can admit to what's going on or give an opinion instead of just already acting like you're angry. Because I'm asking why you laughed at child abuse. It's not an unreasonable question. It doesn't deserve to be timed out. I'll wait as long as it takes for an answer. Not that I'm going to get one from you, because you not having given one already shows what kind of person you are. So maybe you should watch your mouth before you come at me that way. Okay? What? What's the problem? I have 10 people watching. Is anyone going to get in the chat? Come on, let's chat about this. If not, I'll end the stream early. Anyone have any questions as to what just happened? What's going on right now? I think it's unreasonable. I mean, I'm willing to talk in a chat. He could either ignore me or he could respond. He could be respectful. But to say, oh, well, you asking why I laughed at child abuse, it speaks to the kind of person you are. You're damn right. I'm going to keep asking you. What's so funny about it? And I have nothing against your mod at all. He's going to do what he thinks is right. So I do back him up. If he wants to time me out, that's fine. Maybe it was inappropriate to come in, but I just hate to see you manipulating your audience like that for money. I hate to see you manipulate the usage of children to garner sympathy, to get whatever it is you want, whether it be money, which you did get, or to get respect, or to get people to feel sorry for you or feel like you're a good guy because you're mentioning it and you're talking about it and you're sounding sorrowful. You didn't sound sorrowful 5 months ago when you were laughing about child abuse in King Boss's live stream. And there's nothing unreasonable about me asking why you did so. 15 viewers. Let's keep going. I'll go all night, baby. Call everybody over here. Let's call everybody, because we're talking about the cleanup guy and why he thinks it's okay to laugh about child abuse. Baby, can you give me some water, honey? I was just in his live stream. I was just sitting back and listening, and I'll repeat again, I have nothing against his mod. I have no idea who he is. He's probably a very nice guy. He's probably just looking out for the chat and the situation and whatnot. But I did get timed out 3 times because I'm really wondering if you have the time to talk about children and use children for sympathy. And then, of course, tie it back to Michael Green, because did he or did he not do that? He tied it directly back to Michael Green. Okay? He's talking about children over there and people and fans and subscribers that may be passing away. And he's tying it back to Pickle Boy and why you should feel sorry for Pickle Boy. And I'm still wondering why no one's addressing the abuse. Why is no one addressing the abuse? Why is the cleanup guy getting money for using children to garner sympathy when he hasn't addressed why he's laughing at child abuse on my channel? But he gets to say he's never seen my channel, or King Boss's channel, rather. He laughed about child abuse in the chat on King Boss's channel. Okay, I called him out on it a month ago. You guys know, check out my channel. And he came over and he was laughing. And he said, these are serious allegations. And I said, yeah, so it's child abuse. And then he laughed some more. And then there was a survivor of sexual abuse who proceeded to ask him a bunch of questions regarding the flying truck video and actual abuse we're seeing on camera and how his best friend profited off exploiting children. But what do you think he did? He didn't come back. He didn't answer. He doesn't care. He knows my channel. He just mentioned it. So you think it's okay for your friend to use children and to exploit children for profit and gain, women and men, and to exploit abuse and abuse patterns in families, and to laugh about it at the end of the day when I mention it in King Boss's chat about 5 months ago. And now you want to get on a live stream and you want people to believe you, like me, to believe you when you are trying to express compassion for other people? When you're trying to convey that you care about children? When every day you could be talking about how this abuse is bad and how we could make it better. But no, you just time me out in your chat. Well, your mod did, you didn't, but it's not like you wanted me in there. You were being rude and disrespectful, basically. I come in there, and I'm talking about why you're laughing about child abuse from 5-6 months ago and why you're laughing at survivors of sexual abuse on my channel and not asking their very important questions that they've garnered from these videos. And you want to just say, oh, well, Roast Studios came in here at this time and that speaks to the kind of person she is. You're damn right. I'm not going to sit back and let you manipulate people. I'm not going to sit back and watch you get money without me saying something about it. That does speak to who I am. Absolutely, yes, it does. You want to manipulate your audience to get money, to make them to feel like you're a good guy. How could you possibly be a good guy? You laugh at child abuse. There's no room for you to be a good guy. You have to have some little leeway to be a good, decent human being. But in order to do so, you can't laugh about child abuse. You should call out your friends who have gotten millions of dollars for filming abuse and domestic violence and child abuse, right? This isn't the right time. When is the right time? Child abuse occurs every day. And if you laugh about it and exploit it and normalize it, it persists and it keeps going. That's something you can control. You may not be able to control the cancer of the subscribers and the people that you're trying to get sympathy from and get money from right now. You may not be able to control that, but maybe you can control the abuse and your laughter about it. Or tell us why you think it's funny. Can you do that? Because until you can do that, I don't have any respect for you. And I won't allow you to say what speaks to the kind of person that I am when I know I'm 20 light years ahead of you. Okay? I have no problem speaking out for children and not getting any money to do so. And you're damn right, it speaks to who I am. Just as you are sitting up there right now on your live stream, pretending to be a good person, pretending to be a decent human being. Am I right? Pretending to be a good man, pretending to be a good father, pretending to be a good content creator. You're lazy. 5 months to answer a question as to why you think child abuse is so funny. 5 months. It's called lazy. Okay? You're manipulating the audience, trying to get sympathy, to get money. Really? That speaks to the kind of person you are. But I've known the kind of person you've been for a very long time. That's why I've been calling you out ever since. That's why I'm working on a video on you right now. You're my next video. How about it? How about it? 16 watching. Why is no one in the chat speaking with me? Who? Who? Is he in here? How come I can't see the chat? I am. It doesn't come up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna try to fix the chat right now. If you did come in, I thought I was speaking with myself, but I see there's people talking, or there's people watching. But let me see who's in the chat, because that's what I can't see right now. Yeah, Ellis, Steve, if you stream, I'll hit you up. It is late. I should be in bed, but my goodness, I was just checking out his stream, and I mean, it's just ridiculous. I felt like I should say something. Oh, there's a couple people in here. There's a couple people. I didn't realize there was anyone in the chat. Hey, Sparky, Mr. Fairfax, how are you doing, sir? Nice to see you again. Shirley, nice to see you. Goldie, how are you doing, sweetheart? We got Sparky. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at the chat. I'm going to get some water. I wasn't planning on going on, but, I have this second channel. And if I feel like I have something to say, everyone else seems to jump on their streams. So maybe I could utilize mine the same way. Especially if there's going to be people listening especially if there's going to be people conversing with me and people who care just as much as I do. Oh, you're going to bed. Can't think of a good name. Good night, honey. Thank you so much for stopping in. Michael Fairfax, I'm online doing gaming, watching YouTube too. Fairfax, I'm glad you stepped in, sweetheart. Charles, 0.5. Oh God, what now? What do you mean? It's only my second live stream. You act like I do this all the time. Come on. Come on, let's make room for roasted. It's all about just getting in there and giving your opinion. It's not about hating anybody. I don't hate the cleanup person. Okay. I just hate how he acts sometimes. I mean, really, it's unacceptable. Are you watching the chat for me? Please press 1, everybody, if you can hear me okay, and if you understand what's going on, and if you came in at a point where I explained everything properly, please let me know. Sparky, I agree. I mean, if it's not about the money, then close the super chat up while you're speaking about children and people that have illnesses and that are sick, and you're trying to get sympathy, and you see the chat, people are praying. The audience is so giving and so loving. They're giving their prayers. People are giving money. Gosh, stop manipulating the audience. My goodness. Getting on the stream and just talking with cool people and nice people, that's enough. It's enough. It's enough for me. I feel good about reaching out to the audience, and you don't have to do it for money. My goodness. How are you doing, Blue Wings? Hi, sweetheart. Let me see the chat. Okay, well, let me explain what's going on, because some people are coming in late. I'm up kind of late right now. I shouldn't even be streaming, but I was checking out a couple live streams. I checked out Jennifer's stream. You guys know I support her. Just checking out her stream. She does wonderful streams. Check her out. And then she had mentioned that the cleanup guy was going to be streaming. So I thought, oh, okay. I don't watch him at all, ever. But I was like, she mentioned him, so I went over there. I don't know. You get filtered in sometimes from people that you do like. It does happen, I think. So I checked him out for like 5-10 minutes. He's talking about fans or subscribers of the show, you know, of the Pickle Boys show, that are either passing away or have cancer. And he was talking about children. And as soon as he mentioned children, I said, whoa, hang on a second here. You laughed about child abuse 5 months ago. You've been to my channel since I called you out on it, and all you've done is laugh further, say you haven't seen any of my videos, and a survivor of sexual abuse proceeded to ask him about questions from my channel and from the videos, including the abuse, like the frying truck video, and he laughed and he took off. So I'm thinking, well, you guys know who I am. Come on. I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'll get back to you guys. I just have to think about this. I'm trying to explain for Blue Wings. So that goes against who I am, laughing about child abuse, and of course, never addressing it, never addressing the survivors of abuse on my channel. It takes a lot of nerve, a lot of goal to get on a live stream and ask for sympathy and hope that people will feel sympathy for the people that you're talking about, when you're the kind of person who is a father who laughs about child abuse and who doesn't talk about it or mention why he did that. So I'm seeing him get money for talking about these children. Okay, somebody dropped him a 20 and then he's getting money. So, I mean, you know, either you say something or you don't. I don't know. I just felt like the audience was being manipulated. If not for money, then for what? Because you can't say it's not for money if people do give you money and you got money. If you don't want the money, give the money back or close the money thing out. But get up there and talk for free about children, please, by means. And tell us why you laughed about the child abuse. But anyways, I got in the chat, and I simply asked, and I don't know if it came across abrasive or not. I mean, at this point, it's been 6 months. I'm wondering what's so funny, aren't you? So I asked, and then I got timed out by the mod who, you know, I have nothing against the mod. He timed me out. He's doing what he thinks is right. I have nothing against the mod. Each mod is allowed to do what they think is right for their chat. Nothing against the guy. He's probably a very nice guy. I don't know him. But then I came back again and I tried to ask as nicely as I could. I said, "Hey, Isaac, you got a good platform here. You could be doing a good thing. Can you please just mention why you laughed about the child abuse and why you're, manipulating your audience right now for money?" And then I got timed out again, of course. And then I came back to try to thank the mod for having me, and then I got timed out again. I wish I was kidding. Are you checking the chat and everything? Okay. So that's what just happened to me. So nothing against the mod. I don't think that I should have been timed out, all those times. And I'm never going to get this question answered. He's never going to answer to it, because then he'd have to admit to it. And then he'd be admitting that he's not such a nice person, right? Doesn't take the time to just answer a question. He'll just laugh to try to trigger you and hurt somebody, perhaps. I don't know. He's not hurting me. He's only hurting his friend's family, because this is their abuse, honey. So I don't know. I just don't think that's right. I don't think he should be collecting money over there and using children when he laughs about child abuse. So child abuse is funny, but not children who are dying from cancer. Right? Okay. So we can manipulate the children that are dying from cancer to get money, but, just laugh about the child abuse. And then it really just, it killed me when he was like, he thinks he knows who I am. Come to my channel and watch my videos. You'll find out who I am. It's a stark contrast from who he is or who he wants to be. It's light years beyond who he could ever be. So he tells me, well, you coming in here, this speaks to who you are. Or let me get his voice down. Hey, you coming in here, it speaks to who you are. You coming in and asking about child abuse. How dare you? How dare you ask for an apology? How dare you wonder why I laugh? Clearly it's so funny. That speaks to who you are. Thank you. Yes, it does speak to who I am. Someone whom you'll never be. Jealous much? Anyways, what's going on in the chat, people? I'm so sorry. We're making people laugh. Good, good. I don't want to be, we're not laughing about the abuse now. We're laughing about people that laugh about abuse, that don't address it, that make money off of trying to get sympathy off children that are dying of cancer when he never mentions laughing at abuse in the first place. Isn't that funny, ladies and gentlemen? That's the cleanup guy, Kid Behind the Camera's best friend. What a great person. Come on over in my chat, cleanup person. Do you think you can handle all this? Anyway, sorry. Got some water going on. Sparky, please do. Let's bring the national news in on it, because, the more he laughs about it, the more the cleanup person laughs about it and speaks for his friend, Pickle Boy, and the father, whom passed away, because he does speak for them. And I have a video coming up showing that, the more he laughs about it, and the more he says that, me questioning why he's laughing about it and how that speaks to who I am as a person, it should garner more attention. People should be aware of what's going on and think, wow, well, what a horrible human being. Laughing about child abuse 6 months ago, right? Does he talk about suicide prevention? He said he hasn't seen any of my videos. You guys believe that? Do you believe he hasn't seen any videos? Right? Then Logan Paul does the thing that he does. And of course, what does Cleanup Guy do? Oh, he's got to do a live stream talking about suicide. But he doesn't talk about, he just talks about kind of making fun about it, making fun of Logan Paul for about 5 or 10 minutes. Doesn't talk about suicide prevention at all. Just moves on along with his day, basically. Probably collects money that day too. And I don't watch him. So, I'm sure he does this all the time. So you're wondering, well, why is this coming up right now? Well, I just happened to watch him tonight because I was watching Jennifer, whom I support, whom I hope you guys support as well. I do support her. I really do. I was in there the other day and I was saying things like, thumbs up for Jennifer, everybody. And you're a survivor. I respect you. And she can't respond to me, and she may hate me, and she may not agree, or she may like me and not be able to say so. I don't know. But I know she's seeing the comments because she's looking at the chat. So anytime I could try to fill that bucket back up as well, I want to do that. But I listen to suggestions from people on their streams that I like and I enjoy. So she said, cleanup guy was on. So I was like, just check him out. And I did. And then this happened. But it's to be expected. He's not a nice person. He's not a nice guy. He's not making his money the correct way. He writes gospel songs. He's admitted to not being Christian, but that's great. But why are you writing gospel music? You know, you laugh about child abuse. You're a big hypocrite. Get out of here with that. Logan laughs at suicide. She hates you right now, but she will think about your love for her and change how she feels. What do you mean, Sparky? Who are you talking about? Oh, talking about, you know what, Sparky, talking about Jennifer, eventually, I mean, when I don't have I have video ideas, okay? But when I'm done with the video ideas, I'm not going to beat this with a dead horse. I just want to be able to get my video ideas out there and utilize the platform and things like that. And maybe someday she will, because the worst thing for me was taking, our conversations and making the videos. I had to make a choice there because I saw Pickle Boy was exploiting the situation and using his family. And I saw how she loves them and she wasn't being acknowledged. So I'm happy I made videos on her behalf, and I'm happy to see weeks later she got her kids back and they were being a lot nicer to her. It looked like they bought her a car too, or gave money for a car. So I'm not saying I have anything to do with that, but just look at the timeline, okay? So that's the worst part of it, just having her think that she's mad at me or she doesn't like the channel anymore or that it's a negative thing. That's the worst part, because I think she's awesome. You guys know I like her. Look at these videos I've tried to make, and of course, I'm sure, I don't know. I just tried to stick up for her, just trying to stick up. Yeah, I think she will eventually. I will have patience. He's not a Christian, and he says now he's an atheist. Well, if he is an atheist, don't judge all the atheists on that. And if, because not all atheists are going to be swindling you out of your money. But some will swindle you, and they will hide behind being a lyricist for gospel music. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's right. Isaac does it. It's not okay. Blue Wings, love you too, sweetheart. This is only my second stream. I wasn't even planning on streaming tonight, but the cleanup guy's streaming, and he thinks it's okay to laugh about child abuse. And think about how long he's been on that stream tonight. He couldn't address just for 1 second why he laughed at child abuse. Not for 1 second, right? No, he doesn't have 1 second for that. There's not 1 second to think about what he did as being wrong and harmful and hurtful and bad. He only has seconds and moments and time for manipulating the audience into giving him money and to feeling bad and to feeling that he's a good person for thinking that he cares about other people when he laughs about child abuse, in order so he can get money to manipulate the audience, right? It's what he's doing. Okay? It doesn't make me a bad person for saying it. I don't hate the guy. I just hate his behavior. I mean, my goodness. Do you guys trust this person? I don't trust him. I don't trust a person like that. A person that's going to use children for profit and gain. Look at the entire audience. I just went in there and asked, why were you laughing about the abuse? And then a bunch of people in the chat told me to go F myself. My God. Anyways, Amber Renee, how are you doing, sweetheart? Chancho Bryn. Chancho Bryn. Haven't seen Chancho Bryn in a while. Love you, Chancho. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me for speaking my mind here. Excuse me for speaking up and for speaking out. If you guys like me jumping on live stream at random weird times, press 1. If you've been listening to this live stream and you like what I'm saying, press 1. If you want more live streams, if you want more ramblings, if you want me calling out more people that are doing the wrong thing online, love you, hun. Press 1 in the chat. Put a 1 right in the chat. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, I will. I'll try. I will try more. There we go. Cool. 25 watching. There's a lot of people watching right now. A lot of people want to know, the cleanup person, why do you think child abuse is funny? And why right now, this current moment in time, are you sitting on a live stream pretending to be a good person, telling me that you think you know what kind of person I am, when I simply asking why you think child abuse is funny? You're right. You're pointing out what kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person that's going to hold you to what you say. I'm the kind of person that's going to take a stand for children. I'm the kind of person that's going to do it and not ask you for money at the end of the day. Roasted's got her own money. What did Cher say? Cher says she's a rich white man, right? That's right. I'm not rich, guys. Believe me, I'm not. But people attack me like I'm the pickle boy who made millions off of exploiting his family and the kids in the family. People treat me like I'm that person. I'm not. I'm the person who's talking right now because there's 27 people watching who are in the chat, who are just giving nice, cool people who are just popping in probably to say hi, see what's going on, listen to some ramblings. And that's enough for me. That doesn't cost anything. It really doesn't. I mean, he says he can make money off his gospel music. Well, then why are you pretending to care about children that are dying right now and using them to manipulate your audience to get money? Come with something else, okay? Why don't you write another rap? Oh, and speaking of his raps, oh my gosh, you guys, this individual had a hype person. Is that what it's called? A hype up person? For his rap. Okay, I don't want to disclose the name. I'm not going to give any shout outs, but it's the, you know what channel I'm talking about. What do I say? All I'll say is tea. Okay? The tea you drink, slurp it up, right? Before that person was attacking cleanup guy to distract the audience so he could have a person to talk to instead of talking with me. And so he could try to trigger my channel by doing that with that person. You guys know what I'm talking about. I went by her channel a while before this all happened, when she liked him. Okay. And she was playing his rap music and she said verbatim, hang on, I'm going to give you verbatim what she said. And I'm going to take a second to think about it. I'm not just going to give you the garbage. Let me think what she said. She says something like, oh, yeah, that's fly, right? That's fly, huh? I'm like, no, it's not. If it's fly, the music's going to speak for itself. You're not going to be up there pretending that you don't know him saying, oh, yeah, that music fly, right? Look at this rap. His rap fly, huh? No, his music's shit. Excuse my language. I'm just having some fun tonight. But anyways, he had a hype person for his music, right? And isn't that sad when you have to have channels that are your friends and you have to pretend that they're not your friend, but you utilize them to manipulate the audience so you're able to use that person and speak with them. But tonight is the very first night I've heard this individual say my name, channel name. Okay, of course, he's not going to say it in a positive light. I'm asking why he's laughing about child abuse, and what does he say? Oh, sorry, let me get his voice down, guys. Oh, hey, guys. Roasted's in the chat. She's asking why I laughed about child abuse. That speaks to the kind of person she is. Yeah, 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 it does. Fairfax, Mr. Fairfax, Roasted Studios comes from our comedic videos. Okay, hey, this is Diego. I'm calling to harass and manipulate the audience. Aren't I scary? Anyways, when somebody said something, I wanted to say what they said. I don't know. This is Diego. Yeah, he's out of his mind. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he needs to get a life, okay? I mean, really, not having addressed why you laughed at child abuse, not to mention why you laugh at child abuse to begin with, that speaks to the kind of person you are, cleanup person, okay? And if you want to take a look at what kind of person I am, take a look at the channel that's made me 11 cents when I never asked for 11 cents to begin with. Okay, when things are demonetized, but money just comes in anyways for whatever reason. And then I say, okay, we'll just take that money and just give it to charity. And then it just gets deduced from 91 cents down to 11 because you can't make money for charity on here. And I didn't even want to do that anyways. Although if I am going to be able to do that, that would be awesome. But it's just to raise awareness. My goodness. So anyways, somebody had said something and I having trouble following the chat, but I don't know. This is a very informal live stream right now, you guys. I just felt passionate enough to get up and speak, and I'm glad that people have come by and are checking out what I have to say, you know. Here we go with another video on the Mr. Shepherd, it's not on the Greens, it's on the cleanup person whom is attached to that family because he speaks for the family. He's told a former fan, Pickle Boy, and he used the real person's name, and the person who just passed away, they don't give an F about you, okay? And I'm going to put that in the video because maybe you don't want to tell your fans that or your former fans that. Maybe you don't want to have that relationship where people know that you're the best friend of that content creator who's trying to hold on to those millions, having exploited his whole family off abuse. And then maybe you don't want to come down here, you know, in the swamps of YouTube laughing about child abuse because Rosa Studio is going to call you out because last I checked, there wasn't anything funny about it. Tina confirmed what? What did she confirm? And make sure you got some proof with that confirmation because without proof, it's just somebody either giving an opinion or lying. You know, Sparky, I'm happy I came on too. I really am. You know, maybe if you speak out against behaviors that you don't like, maybe people will change. That's all I can hope, you know. Maybe people won't use children next time around to get what they want, you know? How come I can't think of the rap right now? The Bridget West here. I don't know the part. How does it go? I forgot. Forgot my own rap. No, I don't want to say that. Just forget it. Forget the rap, you guys. Nobody. Oh, actually, now that I have you guys here, I've got 29 people here. Let's talk about my comedy versus the serious videos because there is a difference. Love you too, Bren. Love you too. There is a big difference. On my first channel, the last one, the very first videos, couple videos were comedic videos. They were funny videos, or hopefully people thought they were funny, but we were trying to drop comedic videos. That's why Roasted Studios came about. And then also, you know, I do these Lisa Lampanelli roasts. And so, yes, but there is a big difference between my comedic videos and my serious videos because I'm not Lisa Lampanelli. I could try to interpret her comedy or, you know, mimic it or impersonate it. But at the end of the day, I'm not that person or that character. I'm myself. And I try to be respectful. I try to be kind. I try to be nice. I try to do the right thing. So definitely know that difference between the comedy videos and my serious videos. In terms of the comedy videos, I haven't felt comfortable doing them as of late because of the serious content on the channel. We even dropped one kind of comedic video on the second channel a couple months ago, right around Christmas time. And we dropped it maybe for 5 minutes and we lifted it right away because I just didn't feel right dropping comedy. didn't feel right. You know, but everybody needs comedy. So if any other channel is delivering that for you to get through my channel, to get through the content on my channel, then I'm happy for that. That's a good thing. Who? Mer, what's up, Mer? Who? Who showed up? Where is she? I don't see her. Where? I don't see her. Uh-huh. Victoria Cotton, I need to speak with you. So you go ahead, honey, and you type in the chat. I got to speak with you. I remember the video. What? What did she say? What did she say? In jest, what did she say? What did she say? He didn't laugh at the child abuse now? Okay. Okay, Victoria Cotton. Another thing, Victoria Cotton, who's also Georgie Girl. Another thing that Victoria Cotton, who's Georgia Girl, has said about my channel is that I was getting paid. Okay. She went around spreading rumors that I was getting paid on my channel because she had to make up a lie in order to make me look bad because she's not addressed the abuse once after 4 months. Isn't that sad? Very sad. Another thing she said was that because my channel name is Roasted Studios, I was roasting the family. And I just took about 5 minutes to explain to you why the name is Roasted Studios and the difference between serious and comedic videos. But like I said, again, I have no problem against Georgie Girl, Victoria Cotton. I just don't appreciate the lies, but I have no problem having a conversation with you. But I can't if you're not going to be respectful. I can't if you're not going to be kind. And I can't if you're not going to tell the truth or deflect. I mean, he did lie about child abuse, or he did laugh about child abuse. If you don't believe it, go to King Voss, King space VOSS. He's the leader of the stream. If you don't believe the screenshot that I got and that the fact I checked his channel because I was surprised he was laughing about child abuse, and you could go ask him. Okay? That's how confident I am. I'm very confident. A teen from the UK. Nice to see you, sweetheart. You're allowed in here anytime you want. Anytime I have a chat that's suitable for a teenager, no problem. But I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you. Bubba Boo, Bubba Boo, Bubba Boo, Bubba Boo, where were you? Bubba Boo, I was looking for you yesterday, Bubba Boo. I asked my husband, I said, because it was hard for me to monitor the chat. I said, did Bubba Boo come? I said, no, stop. Stop cooking the dinner. Put the spatula down right now. No, we're not going to go to Burger King. Did Bubba Boo come to my live stream last night? And he said no. And I proceeded to cry for about an hour. And then I watched your new video that you dropped today, and I left you a comment because, I don't know, your channel makes me very happy. I'm so happy that you're on here. And I see that you take a good amount of time with your videos and you edit them in a manner in which they're funny. So you're the director, you're the editor, you're the actor. You're doing such a great job with your channel. I really enjoy your channel a lot. And I'm rambling again and again. What was the specific incident he laughed at? I still haven't gotten an answer to this. Ashhole. Very nice name there, by the way. Please check out the very first video on Roasted Studio channel. It's the very first video on there. It's a 4-minute video. It explains everything. You know, if you want to just go check that out. Jeanette Williams, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Sparky, check out Bubba Boo. Very funny. Hilarious. Hilarious. You're welcome, sweetheart. Wow, 27 watching. Press 1 if you guys are with me. Does everyone know why I started this stream? I know people are coming in at different times. You know, I named it Kid Behind the Camera's cleanup guy manipulates the subs for money and sympathy. You know, I was up and I was watching Jennifer Green, whom I support. I support Jennifer Green. Okay, I support her channel. She said the cleanup guy is going to be live streaming. I don't watch him, but she said he was going to be streaming, so I went over there. Okay, You get filtered, and sometimes you go check out people that you like, that, you know, they say, go check them out. I went and checked them out. Okay. He still hasn't addressed why he's laughing about child abuse 6 months ago in King Voss's live stream. Okay. It's the very first video on my channel, Roasted Studios. He hasn't addressed that yet. Okay. So I'm sitting in the back listening to him. He's talking about some fans who are sick and not feel they're going to pay passing away. And then I see him get $20, you know, from Super Chat. And then he starts talking about a child who's going to pass away of cancer. I said, what? I said, but what? You're talking about children? You have that goal and the audacity to talk about a child who's going to be passing away when you laugh about child abuse? Don't pretend to be a good person now to try to get money. Don't pretend to try to be a good person now to try to get your audience to care about you, which in the whole chat, everyone's praying for him. The audience is so giving and nice. They're praying for him. They're, you know, we hope they get better. I went in the chat, okay? I said, hey, you laughed about child abuse. And you came to my channel, and I thought you threatened my life, you know, and you came to my channel, and you still haven't addressed these things, and you haven't addressed the survivor of sexual abuse who was asking you questions about the abuse that we see on my channel, like the toy that's being thrown on a toddler, and the toddler who's being called queer, okay, because that's really nice, and that's really respectful. And I will go as far as to say it is abnormal to treat a child that way. It is abnormal to treat them as if, you know, we got to stop acting like, you know, you because you're different, you're bad, you know. And what is different anyways? But I'm sure we can all agree that throwing a toy in a child is abuse, right? There's a lot of verbal abuse in that video. And that's just one video on my channel. Okay. So I'm very passionate about children. So I got in the chat and I said, hey, you haven't addressed the abuse. Can you just address the abuse? Why are you manipulating your audience for money and using children when you haven't, when you're, you know, why are you doing that? You use children to laugh, to deflect from my question to begin with about Charlie being, you know, sick. Stop using children, and don't use them for money and personal gain to make people think you're a good guy when I don't think you are. And if you are, can you show it? I'm waiting. 6 months later. It's okay. Anyways, I said that in the chat a couple times. The mod, whom I have nothing against, I don't even know who he is. The mods are going to do what they think is right in order to keep the conversation in the chat going. So I have nothing against the mod, okay? But he did time me out. And then he timed me out when I came back trying to reiterate my questioning, but maybe more respectful. I don't know. I said, look, I said, you have a platform. You could be really doing a good thing by addressing this. Why you laughed at the abuse, or why you're, you know, using people for money, right? Using kids for money, using illness for money. And it's a good thing. You could help out. I got timed out again. Okay. I waited. I typed again to the mod. I was going to say thank you. I did type. I said, thank you for having me on this platform. I wish we could have had a conversation. When the time led up on that one, I was able to say this. When I said thank you, I got timed out for saying thank you. And the guy said, don't come back here with your BS. And everyone in the chat was saying, you know, F you, roasted. I don't know. You know, you have to expect that anyone in the monopoly or the family, by the time they do address me, like Isaac actually said my channel name tonight. Wow, thank you. By the time they do address me, they're only upset and mad, or try to use something against me to make me look bad, like he did tonight. And that's manipulation, and that's abuse of your audience, cleanup person. If I get in the chat just like anybody else, if people are going to be giving you prayers, I should be able to get in the chat and ask, why 6 months ago you're laughing about child abuse? I feel I should be able to do that without getting timed out. The mod felt so otherwise. But tell me in the chat, do you think it's fair that the cleanup guy says that that speaks to what kind of person I am? Does that speak to what kind of person I am? Calling him out on using kids for money, using sick children for money, and then saying, well, wait, if you're going to do that, maybe you can address the why you left the child abuse. Does that speak to who I am as a person? Maybe it does. Maybe it does speak to who I am. I like who I am. Does he like who he is at the end of the day? When he stuffs his wallet full of sympathy money from unsuspecting, kind subscribers who are now victims of his manipulation and abuse? Come on over to my stream. I'll give you a compliment for free, and I'll tell you the truth for free also. The guy's not a good guy. He's not a good person. And what's this? Yeah, what's this new video about? Any questions I missed? I haven't been looking at the chat. If you asked me a question, I apologize. What? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on with the wife? What's this video with the wife saying, hey, look into allegations of him hurting her or something like that? I got to ask the chat. I'm asking everyone in the chat right now. Are you surprised by that video? Or is this just, wow, that's just who he is. That just seems like the person that he is. We're not really surprised. And actually, I'll go as far as to say this audience is desensitized to it. We're desensitized to the violence because his best friend has already showed it to us. He's already showed us women being abused on his channel. He already got away with it and got money for it. Women being yelled at, women being spit in their face, called abuse of anger. Women being changed in the family indelibly, dealing with depression and mental illness. You know, not being able to have full access to your children until your father passes away. That doesn't seem right. He handicapped her. You know, if you're telling your daughters and your sons curse words and that they're nothing. I mean, I had somebody, I don't remember who it was, yesterday in the live stream, and they said they've been told their whole life that they were nothing from the time that they were crawling on the ground. If you talk to your kids that way, don't be surprised when they grow up and they actually believe you, or they believed that, and then it affected their life indelibly and forever, and it affected their choices, and things just really get bad for them. You know, that's why I support Jennifer. Charlie was in the same boat, but because of his own behavior and his own choices online, and you guys have seen that, nobody can stick up for him. You know, good luck to him. But you know, I'm sticking. My support's with Jennifer, and my support is with Kim. You know, so Isaac will never admit to problems with his marriage, says Amber Renee. He causes more drama, picks on other YouTubers to distract from his wife's video she put out. Yeah, sounds about right. Probably. Who? He was abused? Michael Fairfax would rather dodge the toy truck than the hammer. Right. Fair, but yes, of course, Fairfax. But let me ask you this, Fairfax. It's child abuse at the end of the day, is it not? I mean, we don't have to talk about throwing bowling balls at children in order to make it look like it's worse than a toy being thrown at a child. You don't throw anything at a child. You don't call any child a name. Unless, I mean, you have to be filling up your children's bucket every day. You have to be complimenting them and, you know, encouraging them and praising them. And if you're doing anything less than that, that's not good enough. Okay? That's not good enough for our kids. It shouldn't be good enough. And abuse is unacceptable, period. And laughing about abuse, like the cleanup guy likes to do, as a father, that's somebody's father, unacceptable. Unacceptable. Fairfax, but have you seen my flying truck video? Um, have you seen the abuse videos on my channel? What do you think about them? This is my second live stream with you, and your opinion is crucial. It's so important because I believe you when you say you've been hurt and you've been abused. You know what it feels like. So please, I need you in this chat. I need to know what you think about my videos. If you have time, watch as many as you can, and please comment on them and get back to other people because your perspective is very important. He says when he was growing up in the 70s and 80s, that's just how it was. Right? Yeah, normalized. Yeah, not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. No, not normal and never acceptable. If people aren't sticking up for you, like your neighbors hearing abuse or whatever, and they're not doing anything or they're not standing up for a child, that's neglect, that's abuse. Okay, so feel free to stand up for a kid, stand up for a child. It's not a bad thing. And I'm very sorry that those things happened to you. You didn't deserve those things. You deserve better. You are better. You're here. I'm happy you're here. Don't ever let anybody else ever make you feel that way ever again, Mr. Fairfax. You do what you have to do to survive, and you do what you have to do to make yourself feel good every single day. When you grow up in it, you don't see this stuff. Fairfax, you mean when you're a child, right? When you're a child, you don't recognize what's going on and speak out against it. Is that what you mean? Please explain, because it's wonderful that you're in here. Sparky, you grew up in that time frame too, and you've had a form of abuse done to you. Your mother was not so nice to you. I'm so sorry. We all deserve a mother who's going to be loving, kind, respectful, have boundaries, be giving to you. And if you didn't get that, I'm sorry. If you didn't get that, you deserved more. If you didn't get that and you're here and you're listening to me right now, you're a survivor. You got through it. You did it. You became the bigger, better person. You survived your abuse. It's a phenomenal thing. And here you are talking about it, saying how it hurt you. Maybe someone in the chat will see that and you can help somebody else. Bubba Boo, you too? This just breaks my heart. It really does. Fairfax, 100% correct. Yes, as a child and even as an adult, you don't think or see of it for what it was. Yeah. And you tell the chat why you think, and then I'll say why I think. I think it's because even though it's an abusive family, you're always seeking that love. You always need that love. So regardless if you're abused or not, you're always going to want it or need it, right? And as a child, you don't know to stick up for yourself. You don't know to stand up for yourself. And it's also very scary thinking, wow, if I do step away, and this is how my family treats me, how will a foster family treat me? Who's on the other end of that line? Who's going to be taking care of me if my family is treating me this way? And aside from that, some kids, it's normalized, right? You just live through the pain. You live through the tears. It just becomes everyday life. And some people have to suffer with it every day as a kid. And if it affected you as an adult, Mr. Fairfax or Sparky, anybody in here, explain that too, because that's part of my channel. That's part of what my channel is about. The child abuse and growing up and it having affected you as an adult, whether it be scapegoated or the lost child or anything otherwise, the mascot, the golden child, everyone in that family's been affected. How does it affect you? How does it affect you as a child? How does it affect you as an adult? I love that everybody is being respectful of each other and sharing and giving in the chat. That's wonderful. Hope maybe you'll meet a friend in here or subscribe to each other's channels and keep supporting each other. Keep the conversation going, you know? Keep your own story going. Don't be dismissive of your memories. Don't be dismissive of your pain. Don't be dismissive of your sorrow, because maybe it could help somebody else. And maybe you can learn to help yourself if you never got that from somebody else. And you can keep reaching out, and you could find some kind of like extended family to get what you need that you never got from your family. Amber says, sorry, it just moved. Amber says, it's sad to think so many kids around the world are dealing with that. Yeah, and think about how different our world would be if all the parents and foster parents and grandparents, everybody made a conscious decision to do better. I'm going to try better today. You know, I didn't get it right yesterday. So first of all, I'm going to go apologize to my child and let them know that, hey, parents they don't always get it right, and I didn't get it right. And I'm going to say sorry to you. And secondly, I'm going to try to make up for it, not with something materialistic, but with maybe just trying to express yourself more, or try to be more giving or loving, or spend that extra time to listen to your child next time. You know, find out why they're acting out and don't punish them for doing so. Try to find out the root of the problem and help them get through that problem. Because I guarantee you, at the end of the day, at the bottom of it, the problem is being hurt. It's having been hurt, having been hurt. Maybe you feel violated. Maybe you don't feel loved or cared for. You know, it's okay to ask for those things, reach out for them. And if you're not getting it, it's okay to set up a boundary. It's okay. It's okay to set up a boundary for yourself. And what's setting up a boundary? Well, you know, before I ramble on again, Gigi's life, I'm a foster parent, and I've seen a lot of hurt in these kids, you know, and won't that change you forever, Gigi? You'll never forget it, will you? You'll never forget what they tell you, and you'll never forget how it made you feel, the stories they tell you, and then how in turn you empathize with them and can only imagine how they're feeling. And you could only hope maybe the parents will get it right. And it starts with no more yelling, no more abuse, no more spankings or beatings, no more verbal abuse, no more insults, no more hitting. It starts right there. Right there. Who was it? Was it Calpo? Calpo said something about the prisons. The people that come in and out of them, just broken people who have acted out from their abuse and get abused in turn and turn to drugs, get addicted, and end up in our prisons. You know, you want to clean up the prisons. You know, we got to stop old sayings like, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. Remember that old saying? What is that supposed to mean? What a disgusting thing to say. If you bring someone into this world, you're obligated to cradle them. You're obligated to teach them. You're obligated to love them. You're obligated to encourage them. So when they become an adult, they make the right decisions and they go and have a good life. So we don't deal with people on the roads who, you know, who drink and get DUIs and kill other people. So we don't deal with broken people who are out and about with our children. You know, Gigi, my heart is forever changed. Yeah. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, forever. So Gigi, you know how important this is, right? You know how important Rosa Studios channel is. You know how important the awareness is. You know how important ending it is. Although, is it unfair for me to say, is it too pessimistic for me to say it'll probably never end? Because we can't control each person individually. We can only try to maybe hold them accountable, but encourage versus, you know, chastise, and just hope that they'll get it, you know? Some people still think, wow, I beat my kids and they listen. Or no, they're afraid of you. You're training them to be afraid of you. And you're getting away with being lazy and doing something that's easy and stupid versus figuring out how to talk to your child, or how to maybe take a toy away, or put them in timeout for the amount of minutes based on their age, or trying something else. Because for other families that are succeeding, that aren't hitting their kids, things are working. Okay, so we got to try anything but the hitting, because I guarantee you there will be something else that will work. That is my guarantee to you. If we're disciplining our kids, you don't have to hit them, yell at them, or scream at them, or spit on them, or you don't have to exploit them or set them up. You don't have to do that. Okay, the father in this family bought alcohol and cigarettes and had displaced anger over having to pay the heating bill. So when his daughter, who says she was as skin and bones and wanted to get some heat in the morning before going off to school, had to get beat up and spit on and called a bitch as a child. That's displaced anger. That's a legend. That's a legacy. The minute he cursed at his children, and they told us that story, the minute he spits on his daughter on camera, the minute he's throwing toys at the toddlers, the minute he's disrespecting the mother, the minute that happened, he lost his right to A, be a good guy, A, be a good man, A, be an icon, A, be a legend, A, be someone that I will ever look up to, ever be subscribed to, ever click like, ever buy merchandise. And speaking of merchandise, Pickle Boy, what's going on today? Today, what's he doing? We got memorial shirts. We got Angry Grandpa. We got Angry Grandpa memorial shirts. Come on, guys. Pay for these shirts. No. Find out what you're talented at. Find out what you're talented in, and express yourself and start being a real content creator, and stop using your family, which you've been doing the whole time. Remember all those videos where you poked at your supposed mentally ill father? And I say supposed because every video I've seen, he's being abusive. And abusive and mentally ill don't go hand in hand. Manipulation isn't a part of being mentally ill. Maybe I don't know, what is it? Aggravation, irritation. But if you're saying, oh, he's mentally ill, that's why he's being abusive, you're using an excuse. You're getting away with being abusive, and you're using an excuse to do it. So remember all those videos he's poking at the dad to get a big reaction, a big abusive reaction, to cause a lot of chaos in the house for the children, causing chaotic, abusive living environment for the children. Wow. Can't wait for the next song to get dropped so you can shove your abuser down my throat some more. Anyway, sorry. I can't believe. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to stream tonight, you guys. You know, maybe that I have this live stream, I could start to get up and we could start to set some people straight on the truth and on what's right and wrong and how you don't use children ever. You don't use children. Is the chat good or going on good? Any questions I'm missing? But you have to take into account that HEP probably didn't know what he was doing was abuse given his age and growing up in the same environment. Michael Fairfax, I respectfully disagree with you, because when you become an adult, you should know right from wrong, and abusers consciously make decisions to abuse or not. So abuse on camera for profit, any type of abuse, verbal, emotional, mental, physical, insults, whatever, is not okay. I have taken into account in my family tree video that, yeah, he did come up from abuse. It proves my point. Abuse breeds abuse. Who's going to break the cycle? You can't say the dad did, because up until he passed away, the kids still went neglected and abused, according to the family, and they're writing him out of our lives episode on Kid Behind the Camera, right? So as a 60-year-old man to say, well, I'm sorry, he came from abuse. So that's why the grandkids ended up abused. It's unacceptable. You see, we have to take accountability, and someone has to take accountability there, because just because you're abused doesn't mean the cycle keeps continuing and you keep using it as an excuse to keep continuing because you were abused. You have to get out of that cycle. Somebody has to stand up, be a mature adult, be respectful, responsible, and know the value at the end of the day versus an abused child versus a child who wasn't abused, and all the struggles and difficulties that an abused child is going to have to overcome versus the other child. Okay. And someone has to take a stand there and be like, no, any sign of abuse at the very moment, you stop it right then and there. That's it. No excuse. And the minute we start holding people accountable, the minute we start saying, no, that's not okay, like I did tonight with the cleanup guy who wants to manipulate people and sick, dying children for money when he laughs at child abuse, and he wants to turn around and tell his audience, oh, that speaks to who roasted is. She came in and stuck up for children. Look at her. Look at the kind of person she is. Yeah, baby, keep on looking. Look all night. You can't handle this. My goodness. Makes me angry. The choices, not the people, the choices that they're making make me angry. It keeps the abuse going. It keeps people in the dark. And I could listen to her all night. She speaks the truth. You could listen to this all night. I have to say something else. The angry neighbor, okay? I'll say that. I won't say her name. The angry neighbor. She's been going on live streams saying, oh, I've been swatted, or oh, people are calling CPS, TSS, oh, blah, blah. You're never going to see proof for any of that because it's not the truth. But in saying that lie, which is trying to back up what they're doing over there in order to maybe pinpoint at the end of the day, that channel did it, and, no proof or anything, just to make other people look bad, just to make it seem like she's getting attacked versus she's not responding to abuse or addressing what's going on. She made up a lie saying, oh, I got swatted, or I got this, that, or maybe it happened. I don't know. But she's saying that happened, and she's making it sound like it's a bad thing. Actually, she said someone did a welfare check on her. Was that what it was? Yeah. Someone did a welfare check on me. And she's making it sound like it's bad to do a welfare check if you think it's needed, because she doesn't want you to think that the welfare checks I made for AGP and those kids were legitimate. I don't agree with that. You don't want to tell that to the audience. Come up with another lie to try to make someone look bad. But don't ever come up with a lie to try to make yourself look good or get sympathy or make people feel sorry for you by making it seem like it's bad to make a welfare check if someone feels that it's needed to do so. I felt that it was needed to do so for this family, and I backed that up 100%, because look how the son who just got his channel taken down, look how he was acting. Look how he was just acting when his channel got taken down. Look at the death threats. Look at all the nasty things he was saying. Look how volatile and erratic he was acting. Right now in the chat, would you have had that person around a child? Let me know right now. Tell me. Tell me right now. Would you have had the son who just had his channel taken down, the way he was acting, volatile, like he was on something, addicted to something, making death threats online to his brother, to another YouTuber? Is that a safe person to have around a child? Please tell me in the chat. Gigi's Life says no. Jeanette Williams says no. Who else? Who else believes that's a no? It's a direct question to the chat. Would you have your son or daughter or children around someone like that? Jamie says no. Thank you. Sparky, no. Bubba Boo, no. No, neither would I. They're not my kids, but I don't expect anything less for them. Right? Someone's got to stand up for them. And that's the living environment those adults were having these kids in. That's the environment. That person was able to live there until summer. Just the whole year until summer, until a big enough abuse happened, a big enough, outburst. Yeah. So I back up my welfare checks for AGP because there's some cross, you know, this is what's going on. AGP did neglect them because he was the guardian. And according to the cleanup guy, AGP also got abused. So the welfare check was for AGP and the kids, because a person like that, you can't have an elderly person around someone like that. They can't defend themselves or protect themselves, let alone the child. So the welfare check was imperative. So don't allow people like the angry neighbor to spill too many lies to where they make you think that welfare checks are bad or they've been given to her undeservingly, even though she has no proof. Why is she saying this all of a sudden? You got to think about that. She's trying to cause a diversion. Okay? Some more sabotage, some more lies. Don't allow her to make you think that if you need to stand up for a child and make a welfare call or DSS call or anything, don't allow her to make you think it's bad, because it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I tried to help the kids. You too, Mer. Nice seeing you, sweetheart. I'm glad you came in. I can't believe it's so late. I can't believe I'm still streaming, you know, but there's 24 people in here, you know? Jeanette Williams, I was told off by Amy's vlogs for saying AGP was an abuser. When was that, honey? Tell me when that was, because I don't doubt it, because I think she is part of that monopoly. She's not a monopoly member. She's a friend of someone in the monopoly. She's a friend of the brother whose channel just went down. Okay? And she's been trying to come over to my channel and attach herself to me. I don't even know who she is. And she's never mentioned my channel. I've never heard her mention the abuse. So the fact that you're saying that she yelled at you for saying AGP was an abuser, I'm not surprised. And she also, last week, not surprised, she also at one point had either the same amount of subs as me or the less or whatever. But because she doesn't speak about the abuse, and because she is in that monopoly and she is able to have the cleanup guy speak about her channel directly, and other channels attack her channel directly, even though they're friends, she has over 1,300 subscribers getting paid now. Isn't that funny? And here I am talking for free to 25 awesome friends, awesome people. So I don't know. I guess different strokes for different folks, right? Speaks to who you are at the end of the day, right, cleanup guy? Why don't you get in the chat, cleanup guy? I got a few words for you. Fire Dude 42, what's up, my friend? How are you doing? Roasted, who am I talking about? When I say the cleanup guy, who am I talking about? People, well, I'll just say it in the chat. That's who I'm talking about. That's the cleanup guy. Although he doesn't clean up anything, right? Watch my video, why I called DSS on the greens. He doesn't clean up anything. He just shows up months later and exploits people for money so he could start his YouTube channel, because he's not talented enough to do it on his own. That's why. He had a hype person for his rap music. Did you know that? The T person within the community, not going to say her whole channel name. She's been working with him the whole time. That's a friend of his. She doesn't dislike him. You know the video where Charlie throws the punch? She got 60,000 views on that video. Over 60,000. Haggy Rant's got like, he's the bottom man on the totem pole. He picked up the video third, I guess. He got like 4,000 views on it. So, you know, the cleanup guy, his friend, he just passed the video right along to her. And before he started attacking her to cause a diversion for the audience, to manipulate the audience, so you guys wouldn't question, wow, that's weird. 4 months, he's never addressed the abuse, never talked about Roasted Studios. So weird. She was hyping up his music for him. She would play his rap and go, oh, wow. It's fly, right? Right? Yeah. No, it's not fly. If it's fly, if it's good on its own when you play it, you don't need some woman to go, wow, wasn't that great? No, I think that means it's not so great. Maybe you should go back in the writing studio. Maybe you should stick to the gospel music, because the best thing he's good at is lying and pretending. So maybe we should stick to the gospel music, cleanup person. He's the Kato Kalin of YouTube. Pretty much. Maybe he is. I don't know. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Crystal meth machine gun. Isaac is a stalker. Yeah. Just an opinion here. I called him out because somebody commented on one of his videos saying, wait a second, you said you were going to give money to a needy family around Christmas time and you never did. And I addressed it with you and you never got back to me. So I'm just like worried that it didn't happen. Can you please get back to me? And then I see troll accounts underneath this person's comments for the cleanup guy going, oh, leave him alone. He already said he did it. He probably did it. So what if he didn't show proof? Just leave him alone, leave him alone. And I go in there and, I'm a big bad wolf for saying the truth. I'm this big horrible person because I'm dropping truth bombs left and right. And I told him, I said, I told this woman, I said, don't feel bad for asking. Don't ever let people make you feel bad for asking. It's okay. This individual YouTuber has lied before. So it's okay to ask. You should ask. I would ask if I knew to ask that. And 10 seconds later on a troll account, this Ricky Ross, I got this person insulting me. And then I get these death threats. It comes up in his feed. And I was just talking to him 10 seconds prior to those threats. So in my opinion, I was thinking that was him. Does it mean unequivocally it's him? No. Is it something he would do because he's a big coward and because he can't face me like a man on a real account? Is that something he would do? Does that speak to the kind of person he is? Yes, it does, honey. That's who he is all day, every day. That's who he is. The tea person, I called it months ago on my Twitter, and I even knew months before that, but I didn't say anything because I can't get caught up in the drama community. I'm doing a different thing with my channel. I don't have to watch anybody actually to drop the videos that I'm dropping because they come from all these older videos, So she was a hype person for Cleanup Guy before she started attacking him. Okay. She was friends with him. She had over 60,000 views on a video where Charlie was trying to punch the Cleanup Guy. Okay. She was an insider friend with the Cleanup Guy. So you might be asking, wait a second, she attacked him for all those months. What happened there? Yeah, she was friends with him, causing a diversion. Because if he's speaking directly to her channel, if he's speaking directly to Amy's vlogs, he's not talking to Roasted Studios. He's not addressing why he's laughing at child abuse. He's not addressing why his friend's a millionaire, pushing down a music video, shoving an abuser down your throat, addressing why that's okay. Pickle Boy thinks it's great that he's a millionaire, that he got his friends out of poverty the way that he did it. Do you guys agree? Let me know right in the chat. Based on the videos you've seen, and I'm going to keep going with my channel. I got more videos to do. What do you think about him, exploiting the whole family? What about Jennifer? Or what about the eldest daughter reaching out to me that just shaved her head? She reached out to me, 9-10 months ago? She had to get on a live stream and live for Pickle Boy and say she spoke with me like a couple days ago. That is sad. That's sad. Hey, Lisa Lampanelli never went anywhere. Oh, Crystal, I wish I could do comedy, but the content is too serious right now. Maybe in the future we'll go back to it. I just don't feel comfortable. I mean, we dropped a comedy video on the second channel around Christmas. I lifted it after 5 minutes. I didn't feel comfortable. Right? We have people in that family who have yet to even address this abuse, right? Friends of the family, the Cleanup Guy, who wants to speak for the family and be the representative and the muscle, and speak so poorly and laugh about abuse and not address it. I wish I could do comedy, but I can't because I'm not going to until somebody addresses this, really. I'm going to keep going. I got more video ideas. I don't think laughing about child abuse is funny. And I don't think getting on a live stream and lying to people for money about caring about children that are going to be dying, I don't think that's acceptable. It's not permissible. And I will speak out against it because it's not right. That's why. So I'm going to keep on doing it. How about that? And that's not Lisa talking. That's me. You'll never know the difference. Who's roasted? Who's Lisa? Coming at you. Skylar White, nice to see you. Who uses the angry neighbor to bully everyone and control the scene? Sparky, who? Keep going, roasted. Jamie, I will. I am, honey. Oh, I will, honey. I'm going to do it just for you, too. Yeah, Lisa Lampanelli. I've seen her live a couple times. One time that I seen her live, I went with a friend, and the women that were sitting next to me were these really like stuck up, snotty, rich women, and they didn't laugh the whole time. And you know what? It made me laugh louder. I think I laughed so loud I had Lisa looking at me at one point. The thing I like about her so much is because she gets it right. You know, she gets her comedy right. You know that she doesn't mean any harm. You know, she doesn't hate people. You know, she loves the people that she's talking about. But she's able to diss them and get away with it, right? Just like Joan Rivers. She could do it perfectly. Could you sit down with them and have dinner at the end of the day and she's not that kind of person and she'd be cool with you? Yeah, I think so. You know, I think so. I think there's a definite difference between her comedy and she works on her comedy, you know, and she laughs at herself too. She's able to laugh at herself at the end of the day as well. Very important. Yeah. I even roasted myself. We took it down because we took down some of the comedy videos when we started in with the more serious content. But yeah, a few months back, I even roasted myself. I poked fun at myself. You know, if I'm going to roast other people, I got to be able to take it in return, right? And look up my name, the channel name. There's people that have done comedy videos on us and songs and raps and what else? Roastings and things like that. And I'm all for those things. That's expressing your creativity. It speaks to who you are as a person, right? Cleanup guy. Those people are creative, like Bubba Boo. Those people take time with their creativity and they take time to feed something to their audience that they're going to enjoy. They don't just get on a live stream and live for money about caring about children like the cleanup guy does. So I respect Bubba Boo more than a cleanup person. Yes, I do. Sparky, everybody needs a dog, right? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm amazed when people, what does this say? Sorry, the chat's beyond me. It's going by not fast, but you know, I'm amazed when people hate Isaac, but love Pickle. Right. You're only as good as the company that you keep. And both have had really atrocious behaviors. And even the cleanup person speaks for Pickle Boy. He's told a former fan, and I'm going to make a video about it, that AGP and Pickle Boy don't give an F about you. So if he's going to speak for them, he's going to laugh about child abuse. He's going to use, you know, kids at the end of the day that are sick and dying so he can get money in his super chat, make everyone feel bad for him, make him feel like he's a good person. Yeah, he's probably as bad as Pickle because Pickle exploits people. He doesn't care. And on his latest video today, I don't know if you've seen, he's selling merchandise. Memorial shirts. This is a direct question to everyone in the chat. Got 26 watching. Would you sell merchandise if your parent just passed away and utilize their likeness to garner money and sympathy from the audience and manipulate the audience, which is what is that again, guys? It's abuse. Would you do that if your parent just passed away and you had a show, you had millions of subscribers, you have a platform, you're supposed to entertain people or do something positive, and you're pushing merchandise down the throats of your audience, plus a song that's normalizing a child abuser to get money, views, profit? Would you do the same thing? It's a question to everyone in the chat. A resounding no. Wow. Well, yeah. Then you know what? Then maybe I'm saying the right thing. Maybe I have the right people over in my chat. Maybe my channel's going in the right direction. You know, because I'd rather be that person without the millions that's doing the right thing that could sleep at the end of the day. That speaks to who I am. Right, cleanup guy? An astounding no, not surprised, because we have a bunch of really likable, nice, kind-hearted people in my chat that know right from wrong. Ganja Girl, probably not. Sometimes think Mike resented his dad, especially in that video October. Ganja Girl, you're absolutely right. In that one video where he's locked in the room with his dad, it's in that rave video that I do, his New Year's Eve rave. The dad goes to hit him and he backs up, and then he does that like lunging at him like he's going to hit the dad back. If you watch that video, I think it's called Locked In with Pickle Boy or something, there is some animosity there. Okay. He's not happy with being abused, you know. He's not happy with being mistreated. He's definitely not happy with this image of being what they call, I've never used this term for them, I don't like this term, but the dad, you know, he'll say, oh, we're white, people say we're white trash, we're white trash. Michael doesn't want to hear that because he never asked to come from that. He never asked to be a part of that. He was a child like everyone else. Okay. And with the kind of abuse that I'm hearing from the eldest daughter who shaved her head, which looks so beautifully, by the way. God, check her out. Looks beautiful. Bald is beautiful. Oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought because I was giving her a compliment. Oh no. Anyways, what was I saying? You guys want to reiterate what I was saying? This is me rambling, by the way, at a very late hour. I'm still on because there's a good amount of people here, right? 25 people? Jeez. Oh yeah, there's just the lock-in video. There's animosity there, you know? Referring to the family as white trash and, you know, attempting to hit Michael or attempting to hit Pickle Boy. There's always going to be animosity with being mistreated by anybody, even if it's your family members. But you're still going to require or need or pine for their love at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sparky, Tina ticked me off when she threw AGP on the ground and broke his knee. Yeah, everyone's got something different that they don't like about somebody. Legitimately, you know, because that's what they're showing you, right? That's what they showed you. That's what Kid Behind the Camera showed you. So are you supposed to like her? I wouldn't like, you know, I don't like that behavior. Yeah, it could change how you look at somebody. Yeah. Paul Heyman must own a huge chunk of YouTube. Possibly. I don't know. Sparky can't stand Tina. Yeah, I don't know. Some people can't, you know. I still want to know what she thinks about the abuse. She's really never mentioned it. And it's been 4 months. What? What live stream? Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. In the live stream where she's bullying me, you know, laughing, thinking I can't have kids. Oh, that's so funny. That's real funny. Anyways, she's indifferent to the abuse being brought up in that live stream. And not only is indifferent, but highly ignorant. And what is that going to cause? It's just going to cause more abuse. And what am I trying to do? I'm trying to prevent abuse over here. I'm talking about awareness and prevention. So she's never going to like me or get along with me. And I got to tell you, I could care less because I don't want to be around someone like that anyways. She knows she's made abuse allegations stating she knows about abuse going on in the family. Why isn't she making welfare checks? Why isn't she checking on the children that she knows has met and says she loves and cares for? Why isn't she doing it? And why is she asking for an apology? She came to the channel the other day. She asked for an apology. I said, no apology. That's what I said. I said, no, go away. Go, what do I have to apologize about? What did I do? You know, around Christmas time, I was tempted to tell her because, you know, around Christmas time, she got on her channel and said she sticks up for abused kids. Okay, the angry neighbor, and she has yet to address any abuse on my channel. During Christmas time, she said on her channel, she stands up for abused kids. You know, I was tempted to get up and make a video and say, you know what? Why don't you get 4 little envelopes and tuck away all the YouTube money that you're making offline for this family and sticking up for the monopoly? And why don't you send it off to those kids in that family whom you say you love? Because those are some of the abused kids that you're talking about, lady. Give me a 1 if you hear me in the chat. Give me a 1 if you agree. Give me a 1 if you think it's time that these people stop lying and stop exploiting people for money, because money's not everything. You can always make it a different way. You can always use your brain and your creativity. You can always stop exploiting people and saying you care about children when you don't. I took a stand for those children, not her. I did. And I don't even know them. I don't even know them. But you know what I do know? I know they're innocent because they're children. I know they're beautiful because I've seen them. And I know they're deserving of respect because that's the right thing to do. Adults have to stand up and start owning up to what they're doing or not doing for their kids and to their children. And I will always be painted as the devil for trying. And I told you guys yesterday, if it meant going to hell for sticking up for a kid, I'll go. And I'll go by myself because I don't want any of you to have to put up with that. I'll go alone. I don't care. Why not? You know, it's innate in us. We learn it. We're born. We know right from wrong. I'm setting the standard. Okay, that's why I'm speaking out now, cleanup person. I don't want to ever see you on a chat use a child again when you haven't even addressed why you're laughing about abuse to begin with, mister. And if you are going to do it, which you are over and over again because you have to have money and you're greedy and you don't care, then I'll keep speaking out against it. How about that? Yeah, someone's got to do it. Might be me. It is me. It is me, isn't it? It's me. I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. Jamie says the best for those kids would be a foster home at this point. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I hope DSS helped out or is helping out. And I can only hope that the family gets it right by understanding that neglect is also abuse, and that throwing things and verbal abuse and insults and exploitation, and that those things are abuse as well. But then again, at the end of the day, you have to care about kids in the first place to even care to not do those things. So we're just dealing with a bunch of rotten people that don't care. And unfortunately, half these people are parents. Look at the cleanup guy. He has 3 kids and he laughs about child abuse. What is wrong with you, mister? And you have the audacity to tell me in your chat, well, I get blocked 3 times for sticking up for children and your manipulation. Wanting to know why you're acting that way. I will hold you accountable. I will hold you to a higher standard. You're on a YouTube platform. There are children watching. You do the right thing. Using sick children, manipulating the people in his chat to get money. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the cleanup guy right now? Tell me what you think about the cleanup guy. Roasted, did you know about the super chat and Tina telling us to go to PayPal because YouTube channel is acknowledged? That's not the word. It's a lie. What do you mean, Sparky? Like, she just, do I know about them asking for money? I don't watch their channels, but if they're asking for money, I'm not surprised. And keep in mind, they're asking for money without having addressed what's on my channel yet, because it might prohibit or impede that money. That attests to the kind of people they are, right? Cleanup guy? You guys asked for Lisa, so she's coming in and out right now. Let me get some water, you guys. Actually, can I take like 2 seconds? Would you guys mind if I take 2 seconds and come right back? Haggy Rants does it. What does he say? He downs 10 beers, and then he says, guys, we gotta take a break, 5-minute break. He gives you like a 25-minute break, the guy. I'm asking for what, a 30-second break? Okay, 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Huh? What button? Where? This? Okay. Wow. A lot shorter than a Haggy Rants break, huh? LS Steve, how are you doing, sir? You did a wonderful job at Rooster the other day, playing Rooster, and 3 Libras beautifully. Wonderful. Good job. You guys can hear me, right? Can everyone hear me? Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Go ahead and give me a 1. And if you guys want, feel free to converse with each other. Feel free to subscribe to each other. I think there's a lot of good people in this chat right now. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys hear me. I'm glad I'm not talking to myself over here. There's a lot of good people in this chat. So maybe you want to support each other. Maybe you want to, keep in touch with each other, speak with each other. I don't know. I'm happy that you guys are able to converse with each other. I think it's really good to be able to go to people's chats. I used to go to a bunch of different live streams and things like that. Skylar White, a lot of love to you too, sweetheart. I used to go to people's chats and hang out. And as you guys know, in this drama community, some chats and some live streams can get very abusive. Okay? People jump on the stream and they'll insult people. They'll attack people. They'll say mean things about people. It's not good. It's really not good. So it's important that when I do a live stream, I want you guys to feel safe in the chat. I got a mod over there. I want you to feel comfortable expressing yourself. I want you to know that you can come here and not worry about getting abused. And if a troll does come in and happens to abuse you before we could click it, we're trying to get rid of that. And we apologize. This is only my 2nd stream, but I'm so tired of those abusive streams and people getting away with saying abusive things. I'm tired of it. This stream in particular, I don't think I've said anything abusive. I come in across, I'm laying the hammer down because I'm not going to have the cleanup guy tell me that he knows what kind of person I am and make it sound like I'm a bad person or it's a bad thing. No, it's not bad asking you why you're laughing about child abuse. And no, it's not bad to ask you while you're doing a stream, while you're manipulating your audience for money, while you're talking about children that are dying from cancer. Cleanup person. Okay? And someone asked me the other day, they said, oh, well, do you think that the cleanup guy will ever do a stream and you could do like a one-on-one and talk? The guy can't handle Lisa Lampanelli. He'll run and hide in a corner. Why do you think he hasn't mentioned me in 4 months? The guy is 4 months behind me. Shh. I saw this abuse a mile away. The guy successfully walks up a flight of stairs and knocks on a door, and we're supposed to kiss his ass? I don't think so. Oh, God, my cat's going crazy. Get down from there. Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. I'm not going to kiss his ass. I don't think he's a good person. I don't think he's a good man. And I'm starting to wonder what kind of father he is and what kind of husband he is. Did you see the video of the wife crying and upset? Stop, please. She's crying and upset. She's making abuse allegations against him. She's saying he's manipulating her and using divorce against her to try to hurt her. And she's having to go to social media to try to get some support and try to get some help. He sounds like a big abuser. He sounds like an abuser. Sparky, I don't have a problem with people making money, but to lie about things is degrading, and her fans believe everything she says. Yes, at the end of the day, everybody has to make money to survive, right? The way you go about making your money is going to tell what kind of person you are. And unfortunately, there's people on YouTube that think it's okay to exploit their family members by getting a camera and getting their abusive dad and pressing record and running up to them while they're suffering from PTSD and depression because they have a lot of childhood trauma because their father's an abuser. And he thinks it's okay to upload that for money and for profit. Yeah, put them away. My cats are going nuts, you guys. They think that's okay. They think that's okay to do. That's Pickle Boy. Okay. And I see Pickle Boy and Princess standing around and watching the sister and the children and the mom get abused for money and for profit because it's funny. Wow. It's unbelievable. So that speaks to what kind of people they are, how they make their money, really. How are they making their money? How did they make their millions? Well, the cleanup guy just did a live stream. Maybe he's still streaming. I don't know. You know, pretending to care about kids, pretending to care about the fans. Well, you know what? Some of those fans that you're pretending to care about while you're exploiting children that are sick for money, some of those fans are over here. And some of those fans are abuse survivors, cleanup guy and Pickle Boy. And some of them have questions, Tina. And some of you guys came over here, Tina and cleanup guy, and are either lying or laughing and not answering questions from abuse survivors and from children, and you're leaving. You leave and you pretend to be a good person and are doing live streams with Super Chat asking for money and asking for sympathy and for prayers and for help and support. And when I come in asking why you laugh about child abuse and that you have a platform in which you can really help people and just address why you think it's funny, he says, Roasted's here. Yeah, that speaks to the kind of person you are for asking such a question. Speaks to the kind of person you are. Speaks to the kind of person you are. Not me. I'll speak for myself all day through my videos. I'll stand up for myself that way. I don't need to get on a stream and manipulate the wonderful, beautiful people in my chat who already care about children, who already care about people that have illnesses and diseases and have been abused and that pass away. I don't need to do that to get $20 like you did, you prostitute. Is the cleanup guy a prostitute or not? Is he not prostituting himself up on that stream? Let me know what you think. $20 to pretend he cares about kids. Should he be asking for any money and be getting any money for delivering such sad, sorrowful news to his audience? Or is he doing it specifically to get money, to manipulate those people who are sad and expressing their sadness right now because they're hearing that children are sick and there's fans that might be passing away? It's unbelievable. But you know what? I believe it. I believe it because I just saw it on his stream. If you can get away with it, some people on here will do it. And the people that I'm talking about on my channel are those kinds of people. They will do it. They're manipulative abusers. And I can't believe I called him a prostitute. Oh my gosh. Now he's never going to talk to me because I outed him. Anyways. Goldie. Oh, I appreciate you too. What a wonderful name. I don't know if that's your real name, but that's an awesome name. I love it. Sparky, how does YouTube allow people to make money posting videos? I never understood that. How does YouTube allow people to make money? You mean make money on abuse videos or any videos? Because if you're putting out, what you produce, it's like a service to the audience. You got the ads on there. They're paying for the spots, right? You apply for what? Monetization? Yeah, you apply for monetization. So recently, on the 20th, they implemented the rule where if you don't have over 1,000 subs and over 4,000 viewing hours, you will not be getting paid. So in the community, a lot of channels who are related to the family, who are, gosh, I don't know, should I say their names? People like Amy's vlogs, okay? Who I have nothing against her at all. I don't even know her. And I don't really watch her channel, but she had the same amount of subs as me. And because she's not speaking about abuse, and because other channels that are in the monopoly or friends with her can speak directly about her channel, she went over up to 1,300 subs, doing super chat, getting money now. Same thing with the Planet channel, right? He said he was in a trifecta with me and Papa, right? Saying that there was some secret Facebook group and that his channel was getting attacked and as much as mine. And that I asked this guy straight out when he said this. I said, hey, why aren't you mentioning the abuse? You haven't mentioned anything on my channel. You clearly can't be getting attacked as much as me. And he said, I don't know how to address it. Okay, it's in his comments in one of his videos. He said, I don't know how to address it. I don't know how to address it. So when he said he was in that trifecta and he said my channel name, and Papa gave him this great big shout out, which I don't have anything against Papa either, you guys. Nothing against him at all. Papa sent people over to sub to Planet. And I saw 2 people. Hey, it's only 2, but hey, 2 people is a lot to me. 2 people asked about Roaster Studios. They said, hey, do you know Roaster Studios? What do you think about her channel? And Planet said, I don't know. I never watched her. Okay. Then the next day, he wants to sell Pickle Boy products with the pickle crossed out to get merchandise off people not liking Pickle Boy. I don't think you should capitalize off what we're doing over here. I don't agree with it. Everyone's trying to make money different ways on here. You see my channel. I'm not making money. I'm just utilizing the platform to speak and say what I want to say. And what a great platform, because they're listening. Okay. I've had multiple people from the family on the channel. I've had multiple people, friends of the family on the channel. Cleanup Guy's been on the channel. They don't have to address anything. But at the end of the day, at least they'll know that somebody disagreed with them. They'll know what I thought was right and wrong. And maybe it'll, I don't know, maybe they'll think differently next time. Maybe they'll care. Maybe one day they'll have to care because it'll become a little bit too big. I don't know. Is there questions I'm missing? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not paying attention to the chat. Kyle Williams, Roasted, you're actually one of the few live streams I actually like. Let me know what you like about my live stream so I could keep doing it. Let me know that. Ooh, Goldie, likes my voice. Woo. Thank you. And I've only live streamed twice, and I'm already your favorite. Okay, let's do it. Sparky, I don't either. See, the money is causing the greedy, hateful, abusive gossip to gain subs, right? Getting money is going to cause those kinds of people to do a lot of hateful, greedy things. Things that I don't agree with. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat. LS Steve, you're a sweetheart. They care too much about money. Jeanette Williams, yeah. And then when you encounter someone like me who doesn't really care about money, okay, I don't know if you pick up the hint. I don't care about money. When you counter someone like me who has those standards and who's going to be looking at something in a different way and see things in a different way, it's not including money, then there's going to be some discord. There's going to be some discrepancies on how people are doing things. Always. So basically, every time they lie about me, every time they attack me, like a cleanup guy did tonight in his stream, saying, well, that you speaking about child abuse, that speaks to the kind of person you are. Every time they do that, they're not addressing anything, and it speaks to who they are, really. Skylar White, the truth is awesome. More people need it. Yeah, more people need to hear the truth because more people need to be validated. More people need their feelings validated. More people need a live stream to go to. Like LS Steve, you could go there and not worry about getting abused. You could come here. I don't know what happened last night. The chat, we had a lot of trolls, you guys. My goodness. Hopefully people weren't getting bashed or anything like that. But, I don't agree with that. It's happened to me a lot online, a lot on YouTube. Even though no one knows who I am, they'll curse, they'll lie, they'll say anything they want to, like, literally put you down. Sometimes put you down in the ground. So don't let that happen to you. Stick to the live streams that are making you feel good about yourself, people that are giving you the truth, people that are giving you enriched content. You don't ever put up with other people's bullshit. You don't ever put up with other people's mouths. You don't ever put up with other people's abuse. Okay? I had a child in here, a teenager, the kid from the UK. He was in here yesterday. And I think he's in here right now, or he was in here earlier. He got abused at B Corner. Was it yesterday? Just the other day, this poor kid getting abused by that big mouth bully. He doesn't have to stay in there and put up with that. Come over here. I'll fill up your bucket. You're a teenager. Don't let people treat you like that. Don't ever put up with anything like that. The things that you were saying that he said about you were inexcusable. So don't put up with that. It's not okay. He's Tina's mod? I think so, because he likes Tina. He supports Tina. He backs up Tina. But unfortunately, he's got to put up with that big mouth. From wherever, North Dakota, whom I don't agree with. I'm a man. I'm a man. No, you're a fool. You're a buffoon. That's what you are. Making fun of teenagers and getting on live stream and saying you hit women and beat women. Why does anyone listen to him? Why does anyone subscribe to him? Why does anyone support him? He's a bully and he's an abuser and he was locked in a cage for 12 years of his life and he doesn't know how to be a man. So he picks on children because he... Sometimes you got to hold your tongue. Sometimes you got to hold your tongue because the wrong thing will come out. I almost said he didn't have this. Kyle Williams tried to speak to the cleanup guy by video and call him twice. Dismisses me quickly when I put him in his place. Was even called lesbian haircut by him before. Yeah, because he's immature and he's ignorant and he's an idiot. And he's going to say what he thinks is going to trigger you and hurt you, which will always be the most ignorant thing. And what's the most ignorant thing? Racism, homophobia, child abuse, making fun of women who can't have children, anything they can say. So you know what? You take that insult from him and you go, boo, bounced off me, right back on you, boo. Must feel bad about yourself. And you don't listen to him ever again. And everyone that you do talk to, you basically warn them about who he is, and then you move on with your life, and you, Kyle Williams, to be the wonderful person that you are, and you don't let him affect you or ruin your day ever again. That's what you do. Because a person like that isn't worth the insult. They're not worth much of anything if they're giving an insult to begin with to convey themselves. They must be really hot and bothered by your questions. It's not you. It's the truthful questions that you're laying down and the truth that you're expecting in return that you're not getting. You're always going to get an insult. Don't ever internalize it. You know it's not you at that point. It has nothing to do with you. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about them doing the wrong thing, about lying. Okay? Could I insult everyone in the family for the next year and never tell you what I feel and give you some depth and some truth and some facts and opinions, and try to back it up and support it and try to get somewhere, make things better. Anybody can do it. Anybody can get on live stream and act an idiot. It's harder to do what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it because it's the right thing, and the right people come your way. The right people that are supposed to be in your life and in your live stream, who care about what you have to say, they show up in your life. The good people appear. And they help you fight the monsters and the demons. They help you fight the lies, They help you stick up for the children. And that's the only reason my channel's still able to go. Really. I could be getting attacked every day with more dislikes than likes, but I have people like you showing up, giving your opinion, sticking up for what you think is right, And that keeps the channel going. It keeps the conversation alive. It keeps everything going. Jamie, Brandon is too good to have anything to do with the YouTube bully. Yeah, he doesn't deserve that. No child deserves to be treated that way. We could be doing better by him. That's a kid in our community, in our drama community. Tina could be doing better by him. Maybe by sticking up for him. Maybe you could stick up for a child, Tina. Ever heard of that? No? I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. It might be a little bit too much to ask for, because it may affect her money and her monopoly. But if she's friends with him and he's done so much for her, which he has, he's been by her side the whole time, helping her. He deserves respect, Tina. So why don't you show him some, and why don't you stick up for him and put that big bully in his place? Like I did when I roasted him about 20 times on my last channel. Who did? Oh, yeah, B-Corner. I roasted him like 10 times. He's like, I've never been roasted. I'm a man. I'm a man. I pick on children. I beat up women. Come to my live stream. You won't be able to understand one fucking word I say. Come on over. I'm B-Corner. Yeah, he's a wonderful person. He's a really great guy. He deserves a lot of respect for beating up women and for making fun of children. Wow. Steve Billings is the mod for Isaac's stream who blocked me 3 times. And the last time I was trying to thank him for having me, blocked me. I don't know him at all. So I don't think anything. I don't think he should have, no, sorry, he didn't block me. He timed me out. I don't think he should have timed me out each and every, I think I should have been able to talk. He's doing what he thinks is right as mod to keep the conversation going in the cleanup guy's stream. I don't blame him for that. He's doing the best that he could do. I don't agree with him timing me out when I'm trying to point out that the person on the live stream, the cleanup person who doesn't know how to clean up anything, can't even clean up his own life, can't even stick up for children, shows up months later, a little bit too late. He was lying and manipulating the audience and getting money to do so and using sick children to do so. And he hasn't even responded to any of the sexual abuse survivors that were asking him important questions on my channel. And he hasn't explained why he laughed at child abuse. So I got in there and said something. Steve timed me out because I guess he thought it was an inappropriate moment because everybody was giving prayers and all this stuff being manipulated. I thought it was the perfect time to jump in and say something. Okay? I got timed out. I got timed out for even trying to say thank you to Steve for having me. So, and he said, don't come back with my BS. Well, my BS is the same BS that's going to be all day, every day. Why are you laughing about child abuse? Why are you exploiting women? Why are you normalizing abusing women on your channel? Why are you normalizing abusing women on the channel and children? Why is the cleanup guy down here speaking for people that were former fans of the channel, Savage M2016, Savage Live? And why are you running her into the ground, lying about her, using her own child against her to hurt her on a live stream called Savage A Response? When am I going to get a response as to why all this is happening. And the thing is, you never will. But mentioning it, bringing it up, talking about it bothers them because they can't handle the truth. So might as well keep on doing that. Do you guys like this stream? Are you enjoying it? Because I feel like I'm rambling. I mean, are you hearing? Am I talking about what you're wanting to hear? Do you guys, I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? I just say what I say and you guys just converse with each other and have a good old time here. Sparky, yes, absolutely. Well, that's wonderful. I'm very happy for that. I was not planning on streaming. Was I planning on streaming? I just felt passionate enough. I have the channel. I have things to say. You see people doing the wrong thing online all the time. You guys are so awesome. I'm looking at the chat. People are doing the wrong thing online all the time. And sometimes people are afraid to say something. And I was one of those people on my last channel. I was like, I just want to be neutral. I don't want to get involved. I want everyone to support me and I want to support everybody. And I just don't want to be involved with this drama. And you do that and you let people get hurt. You let people get abused. Some people in the community turn around and they hurt themselves. It happened. It happened to somebody before I even got involved in this community. A couple months. I missed them by a couple months. It's serious. It's serious. Depression is serious. Bullying is serious. When people tell you, hey, you're hurting me, or I've had enough, or you're taking it too far, you have to know when to be able to say no. You have to be able to know when to set a boundary, stick up for yourself, walk away, never watch them again. And the abuser has to know that you make the conscious decision to run somebody into the ground. And you could change, or you could apologize, or you could try to change. Is that the truth or isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of bullying on YouTube. Of course, Jeanette. Yeah, of course. There is a lot of bullying. I make these comedy videos and sometimes people are like, oh, well, Rose is a hypocrite. She's a bully. Well, it's the comedy. Only in comedy can you do things like that. That's why I like Lisa Lampanelli. But outside of the comedy, it's not okay. And certain things aren't even funny to begin with, like child abuse. You know what I mean? Sparky. Well, good. I'm glad you do. I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. 22 people. Wow. You guys want to be listening to me? You don't have bills to pay? You don't have something to eat? There isn't someone that's just like, I don't know. There isn't someone else. It's me. It's awesome. I don't take this for advantage at all. Some people will get up there. They will ask for money on the super chat. They will manipulate you. They'll try to make you feel bad. I'm getting fulfilled just by speaking with you guys, really. Looking at this chat, it's all awesome. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Jamie, I've seen your comments on other videos on other channels, and I'll take a little peek, and you're mentioning me and saying good things about me, and you don't know that I see that because you're just dropping your comment per usual, and that means a lot to me. That means a lot to me, So, wasn't it you that shared an interview with his second girlfriend? Yes, there is a channel called Nifty Nation, and he did have an interview with one of the father's previous girlfriends. If you want to look up his channel, if you have any questions about that interview, you can ask him. His name's Nifty Nation. He's in the channel. I don't want to take credit for his interview or his work at all. He set that up. He did that. He spent the time. I'm not taking credit for that. But I found the interview online and nobody that I saw had it on their channel other than this random channel. So I thought I would grab it and bring it to the community because it does back up and support certain things that I've seen in other videos, like the educational neglect, the medical neglect. the abuse, the domestic violence. So it's not a video that you want to delete or erase. It's something that we want to look at and take into consideration because that's someone else's perspective. And just because this family is millionaires, just because they maybe have told the truth, some truths, some lies, pulled on your heartstrings, manipulated, abused you, made you love them legitimately, all these things, you know, we could still point out the things that they did wrong at the end of the day as well, right? The exploitation, the abuse. I mean, you're still held accountable. Just because everyone loves you or the majority of the audience loves you doesn't mean you're not going to be held accountable by a smaller section, or a smaller section is going to see it and hold you accountable. You know? So, does that make sense? Teen from the UK is back. He's always welcome here, Teen from UK. You aren't going to be abused here like you were in B Corner's stream the other day. That was unacceptable. Please don't. If he treats you that way, leave. Don't stick around. You deserve better, okay? You deserve better. Nobody's going to be talking to you like that. Someone needs to be sticking up for you. You're a teenager in this community. You back up and support your friends and the people that you like, and you deserve some respect, even as a child. Yeah, you do. And if he treats you like that, don't go over there. I'm glad you're getting ready for school. I hope you have a wonderful day at school. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, if I saw someone treating, you got to say something. That's not right, talking to a teenager like that, making you feel bad for nothing. What, for being a kid? For being a person? For being someone who sticks up for your friends? Back off, B Corner. Had enough of your bullshit. Best back up, bitch. I got your back, kid. I got your back. You know. Yeah, people in my chat love Brandon. Yeah, I mean, and you could disagree with people and still be respectful of them and still like them and still be okay with them. You know, he's a supporter of Tina, and Tina hasn't addressed the abuse. At the end of the day, you know, I have nothing against Tina and nothing against Kid. You like who you like, but you still deserve respect. You still deserve respect. You shouldn't come online expecting and wondering, wow, what are people going to be saying about me? What abuse do I have to swallow today? No, take that abuse and throw it right back in his face. Maybe I need to re-drop some of my roasts on this person. If you guys want that, let me know. Because he's a disrespectful person. And no, you can't call yourself a man at the end of the day if you hit a woman. So I don't know what he is. He's just an animal in the corner, as far as I'm concerned. The guy's been locked up for 12 years. He's an animal out of a cage. He doesn't know how to treat people. He doesn't know how to treat women. He doesn't know how to treat children. He doesn't even know how to talk. Do you guys understand what he's saying? Oh, I called him on, you know, he said he couldn't pay his child support. You know what he says verbatim, and I quote, "It is what it is. Times are hard." Yeah, it is what it is. Times are hard. It's hard to get a good dad these days. How can I get a good dad to come around and take care of me? There won't be a big bully online and bash teenagers and act like he's something when he's nothing. You lose that right to hold that crown when you go acting a damn fool and you treat people like shit online. Okay? Ah, man. Man, oh man. Skylar, I must have missed it. What happened with the teen from the UK? Well, you know, it's not the point of the live stream, but I did mention this, you know, and just the other day I was watching B Corner and Kid was in there and he was being abusive to Kid, and nobody that I saw said anything or stood up for him. And if they did, it's not enough because nobody said anything or held B Corner accountable. I'm not scared of that animal. I'll take him on. You don't treat children that way, okay? And you don't hit women either. In case you never got that message or learned that, you don't treat people that way. He was locked up for 12 years and he came out an angry man. Okay. Look at Nelson Mandela. He came out and he came out changing people's lives. Being locked up, how much? 30 plus years? Locked up 30 plus years. No excuse, B corner. Why don't you take a lesson from Nelson Mandela, who became the president of his country? Did he not? And he affected and changed people in a positive, powerful way. And he did it the right way. He did it the right way. And he was respected at the end of the day for his choices and for doing the right thing and for being a kind person. B Corner wants respect for being an animal. And no, you're not going to get any respect for acting that way. Be more respectful next time around. You said you were a man. So why don't you speak next time in a manner in which we can understand you? Because nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. No offense. Teen from the UK, keep, don't internalize other people's hate. You have to do what you have to do. And you have to make your own decisions to make yourself happy at the end of the day. And that sounds like you do that. It sounds like you're secure, in your decisions, which is good, you know. Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to cause a firestorm, but you see the people in the chat, everybody has picked up on what I'm talking about. They know he's being mistreated, and they're like, you could do better. You deserve better. Get out of there. No, don't go back there. It's a teen from the UK. It's not just me. Other people see it. They know it's not right. Do what you got to do. They don't want you getting abused at B Corner anymore. They want your friend Tina to stick up for you. That's, I think, what the chat is trying to say. Okay, Sparky says, what I like about Brandon, he is so loyal that he will defend Tina because he works for her. That is true loyalty. Sure, but a teen from the UK, listen to this. Here's some advice from Roasted. Don't stick up for your friends when they're doing the wrong thing. It's okay to be the person to stand apart and say, I see something's wrong here, or I don't agree with that. And you could still expect to be that person's friend at the end of the day, right? They should still be your friend at the end of the day, even though you disagree. So make sure you don't get caught up in being so loyal that you're loyal and you close your eyes to your own beliefs and opinions, right? That's a good advice I can give you right there. Uh-oh, what's going on with my computer here? So, yep, see? And I think Sparky agrees with that. Something's going on with the computer here. Yeah, Teen, you're defending somebody who, she just hasn't addressed the abuse. And unfortunately, she's attached with this family who's made millions of dollars of exploiting domestic violence and abuse and child abuse. You know, not saying she's not likable, because then I would be denying the fact that you like her and that you care about her or defend her or love her or whatever. And I validate that because she's got a lot of different facets to her as a person. You know what I mean? She's not just this person who's helping child abuse and exploit it. I'm sure she has wonderful qualities as well. But as adults, we have to stand up and do the right thing, and I will be holding her accountable for being an accomplice for not saying anything at the end of the day. That's okay to do. Doesn't mean I dislike her, but I can have that adult conversation with her, and I can still say my opinion at the end of the day. It's very important to do. If we don't have that in conversations, what do we have? Just wars? We have to be able to communicate with each other, okay? And we have to be able to self-reflect and know when we're doing things wrong and then change. Why is that so important? Sounds easy. Well, a lot of people can't do it. Ellis, Steve, good night, sweetheart. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I always hit you up on Twitter, say hi. And when I see you on, I come by as well. You guys want to check out his channel, LS Steve. That's another channel you can go to, and you won't have to worry about being abused. You don't have to worry about him saying anything negative about you. He plays music. He takes song requests. He shows you his pets. He's a very nice person. Give him a chance. You might like his channel. I come by in there every now and again when I get a chance. You know, how much longer do you want to be on? Are you able to do you're still doing that? Okay. Are you guys enjoying the stream? Want to keep it going a little longer? Are you guys enjoying yourselves? Go ahead, give me a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying yourselves. You want the stream to keep going? It says there's 22 watching. How many are in the chat? Like 5? Jeanette Williams, thank you for saying that to Teen from the UK. She says, great respect, you are Tina's fan. No problem, I still like you. Well, everybody should be doing that. Everybody, you know? Yeah, you shouldn't judge people based on who they like. I need to remember that sometimes too. You know, you can't hold other people accountable for other people's actions. But it's okay to stand up and say something, you know, because the people that you are attached to, like, look at the cleanup person. Are you going to judge Pickle Boy at the end of the day for the cleanup person? Well, he speaks for him. It's his best friend. There's a relationship there. You know, you got to think about that too. You're as good as the company that you keep. You want to keep good people by you. You want to keep people by you that are doing the right thing and that are trying to be progressive and try to make things better. Okay? We can't always just be railroading people into the ground, making them feel horrible about themselves, you know? Shouldn't be doing it at all. Teen, I have nothing against you, so Sparky, just be careful who you are attached to. It could hurt you in the end. Yeah, it could. Sure. Ganja Growing Girl, he hangs up with her, though. He said it himself, he gets paid. Who gets paid? Brandy gets paid? Oh, what, for running the channel? Ooh, he set a price. Hey, there you go. Businessman, he's working. Okay, well, I don't know. A lot of people are making money. Everyone's making money but Roasted. So come on by. Come on by. Everyone's making money but good old Roasted. Good night, Sparky. We'll do it again. We absolutely will. I think it's fun. I think it's worthy. You know, I think it's, if I see something that's going on, I don't agree with it. Like the cleanup guy making money exploiting children. Now I know why he doesn't have a problem with Pickle Boy. Because he's exploiting children and fans in his own live stream. Requesting money. Well, not requesting money, just having the super chat open, collecting $20 while he ignores my question as to why he thinks it's okay to laugh about child abuse, but kind of attacks me by saying that's the kind of person you are, and proceeds to make money by, pulling on your heartstrings, getting sympathy by talking about fans of the family and children that are dying from cancer. That's the cleanup guy. Make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you keep supporting him, watching him. He's great. Yeah, he's wonderful. Is Teen from the UK leaving? If you're going to school, we hope you have a wonderful day. We appreciate you coming by. And we thank you for having a conversation with us. We appreciate that. And you're welcome anytime. Jamie says, Brandon, hope you have a good day at school. Look forward to live stream from you soon. Yeah, we all do. Ganja Growing Girl, I hope you think about what you heard from some of us and from Roasted Brandon. I like you too. He says, yeah, thanks everyone. I have to go now as I need some breakfast. Have a nice day, everyone. You too, Teen. Have a good day. He's a very loyal fan, He's a loyal supporter. And he's grown to care about that woman, I think. And, you should grow to care about your friends. I think everyone just wants, he's a teenager, want to make sure he's doing okay. Nothing wrong with that. Jeanette Williams, I hit a nerve with Isaac. That's all. LOL. Yeah, I did. Because when you're on a live stream and you're faking caring about people that are dying from cancer and you're collecting money for manipulating people in your chat, Roasted Studios is the last person you want to see show up that says, hey, Remember 6 months ago, you're laughing about child abuse? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't forget that. I'm holding you accountable. Why are you using children and getting money to do so? It hits a nerve. Of course it did. So he says, oh, that speaks to the kind of person you are to come in here and ask such a question. How dare you? I'm going to ask all day. I'm going to ask for the rest of the year. How about that? I'm going to ask until you answer. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to ask until you answer, because you're going to be held accountable for abusing your platform. You're going to be held accountable for sticking up for child abusers. You're a father, cleanup person. You should know better, and you do know better, but you choose not to do better. So nothing will get better. So I will keep speaking out against you. Jamie's laughing at me. You know, somebody has to say it. I mean, come on. What's wrong with these people? What's going on here? Oh, Fairfax, you're still here. I love that you're here, honey. If he's running Tina's YouTube, it's okay if he gets paid. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to say anything bad about him getting paid. I didn't know he was getting paid. This is the first time I'm hearing it. So if he's providing a service and, you know, he's getting paid, good, you know, cool. Maybe he could put it on his resume, huh? He could put it on his resume, and I encourage him to put it on his resume. He's very smart. I think he's smart. Yeah, he's a businessman. Kizzybug, I don't watch him, but what did he do? It's funny how he's manipulating people for money, and he talked about Charlie, LOL. Kizzybug, he did a live stream. That's the reason for this live stream. He did a live stream where he's talking about fans and subscribers that were dying, including children. And he was garnering sympathy from people in the chat and prayers from people in the chat and money from people in the chat. So as soon as he said something about, yeah, you should feel bad for the children, I jumped in and I said, excuse me, you big lying hypocrite. You laugh about child abuse. 6 months ago on my channel, you're laughing about it. You're giving me death threats. You're coming over here ignoring survivors of sexual abuse and survivors of abuse who are asking direct questions from footage you're seeing in my videos. He's laughing about it and leaving. So I'm in the chat. I'm asking. I'm saying, wow, you know, I see what he's doing. I knew I was going to get attacked, but I had to ask anyways, okay? I said, okay, but you're manipulating and abusing your audience. And why are you laughing about child abuse? You have a platform. You could do better. Please, please help. Please speak about this. And I get timed out by the mod. Okay. Then cleanup guy goes, Roasted Studios is in here. And it's the first time he's mentioned my channel and the only time because he's triggered. And he's like, ooh. Roasted Studios, that speaks to the kind of person you are for coming in and talking about child abuse and for holding me accountable for laughing about it. Okay? So then I go in and I say something again about the abuse, about him laughing about it. I get timed out again. Timed out again. No problem. Just timed out again. So I said it. I waited again. I came back, said I got timed out. I was going to say one more thing to the mod, who was doing the best he could do, I'm sure. I was going to say thank you for having me on, even though you time me out each and every time, and let this abuser, this manipulative abuser, get away with his abuse again by not having a conversation with somebody who's been trying to have a conversation for 4 months. In his case, 6 months, because he laughed about abuse about 6 months ago. And I was going to say thank you for the mod for having me or whatever. And he timed me out again. And he said, don't come back with your BS. So you know what I did with my BS? I took it and I created a live stream, and I'm going to keep doing it until people start doing the right thing. And if you're going to keep getting away with doing the wrong thing, you're not going to get away with doing it without having me having to say something with it at the end of the day. I'm going to say something about it. I don't agree. I was getting attacked in that chat for asking about child abuse and for holding him to a higher standard as a content creator and as a friend who's a millionaire who exploited people for money and child abuse for money. He attacked me. He said, Roasted Studios is in here. This is not the time or place. It speaks to the kind of person you are. You speak to the kind of person you are every time you get online and stick up and are friends for who you are and stick up for child abuse and laughing about child abuse and exploiting people that are dying for money. That's who you are. So let me just thank myself for not being who you are. I'm glad I'm not you, cleanup person. Ashhole. You know, what a name. What a troll name. I don't agree with you. I'm sorry. He didn't really laugh at the abuse, this person says. Well, yeah, he did. He said, LOL, child abuse. So, yes, he did. His reaction was laughing at the suggestion. No, he was laughing at child abuse. If he was laughing at the suggestion, he would have said, LOL, that's a bad suggestion, or LOL, Charlie, or Ashhole, you're being kind of manipulative right now, just to be honest with you. Isaac knows the show is fake. Well, Ashhole, if you think that it's fake, then you're being manipulative to me by telling me that I'm not seeing a child have a toy being thrown at their face or their body or their head. You're telling me I didn't speak with the eldest daughter who shaved her head, whom said my videos made her cry, and who already told me she's been abused. So you could take your comment that the whole show is fake and you could just go that way with it because it's a lie and it's a manipulation. And you're allowing the cleanup guy to get away with, yet again, laughing about a child abuse. And you're allowing Pickle Boy, the content creator, who profited all off of all this, you're allowing him to get away with it by saying it's fake. Don't do that to yourself. This audience knows better. We know what abuse is, and we know what we're seeing. And I think everyone at the end of the day knows that faking abuse, which really isn't what's going on here because we're dealing with a real abusive family with real abusive patterns. Can you get rid of Lopez Cartel? This person's an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you, but you drop a lot of links when I started talking about the abuse. You are trying to take down my channel. I don't know what you're trying to do with those links, but if you want to have a conversation, we can do it, but I'm not going to do it through insults. And your icon picture is disgusting and disturbing and befitting. So anyways, Ashhole, if you want to think it's fake, you got to ask yourself at the end of the day, why you think the family's faking child abuse and domestic violence for profit and shock value and views up until just last year. Isaac's friends with the family. He's been best friends with Michael for what, over 12 years? Tina's known the family for what, 5 years? They know it's not fake, Ashhole. Okay? They can come to my channel and check it out. And as I said, if you think that they think it's fake, then he's backing up and supporting and being friends with people that made millions of dollars off of homophobia, off of domestic violence, off of racism, off of abusing and normalizing and manipulating an audience, an abuser to an audience for money, turning it into comedy, exploiting family members, domestic violence against women, normalizing violence against women to an audience. Ashhole, I know you don't. I'm telling you what you just said. You said he thinks that. So I'm telling you what I think of him if you think that he thinks that. If you think he thinks it's fake, what kind of person do you think he is by hanging around with, being friends with, helping to exploit abuse patterns and addictive people that are addicted to drugs to start his own YouTube channel? What do you think about him? You got to ask yourself that. You're not answering that. You're saying you think he thinks it's fake. What do you think about him possibly thinking it's fake and thinking that's all okay? That's what I'm asking. Kyle Williams, when did Cleanup Guy make fun of mentally ill or handicapped? Because I don't watch his channel. So I don't know. If he is doing that, it's not a surprise. He should be appalled. But you have to understand, his channel is a channel to trigger people. He's there to trigger people. What does that mean? He's going to say the meanest, outlandish things he can in hopes that people will come back at him and they get a strike on their channels and go down because he doesn't want certain channels up. People have been trying to get my channel down for 4 months. I wasn't supposed to live stream yesterday. They struck that channel maliciously and a video came down. The strike came up from YouTube the day before I live streamed because YouTube did acknowledge, thank goodness, that it was malicious and that someone only did it because I was about to live stream for the first time. What do you mean? The what? Why do you say that? Yeah, my husband's saying it's like a 1 in a million chance that the appeal even got taken because they don't take appeals all the time. They don't care. They're gonna stick up for the bigger content creator, but they have been allowing my videos up. They did lift that strike so I could live stream. I think the difference of opinion is important, and people's feelings need to be validated. Bad behaviors need to be pointed out. I'm going to get a lot of hate, a lot of sabotage, a lot of insults coming my way, just like Cleanup Guy did tonight. You know, I never for once saw him say, oh, well, you stick up for kids. It's great. It's just, oh, you sticking up for kids speaks to what kind of person you are. And he used the manipulation and the fact that he created this somber moment on his live stream to manipulate people to get money, talking about kids that were dying. He used it against me, as they will use anything against you. A channel that's speaking out against them. He used it against me and said, that's the kind of person you are. And then what happened? People in the chat started attacking me. F Roasted Studios, F Roasted Studios. It happened in the same chat. He was laughing about child abuse. People were attacking me in that chat, calling me the B word, saying mean things, but I left that chat respectfully as well. I tried to leave Cleanup Guy's chat respectfully, but I got timed out. I got timed out by saying, thank you for having me in here. I got timed out. So I just left. I guess they don't want me in there. I don't know. Lewis Griffin, who are you? Who did they almost have do that? Lewis Griffin says both Pickle Boy and his friend, the Cleanup Guy, are punks. All they do is bully. They almost had a guy kill himself over being bullied. Who? I don't know. I've never heard that. If they're being abusive and saying mean and hurtful things, you know, I don't know. There are sensitive people in the community that will internalize those things. That's why you have to be careful and maybe try to have a conversation. I will stand up for people that are bullying people, and I will combat that. You know. Who do you think? Who, Lewis? Who are you talking about? Who do they bully almost to the point to harming themselves? Because I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. This is news to me. Jeanette Williams, I'm not going to mention that channel, but I'm going to inform you that is a channel that was working with the family to distract the audience from channels like mine. It's not a real channel. Okay. I know it's, I can't explain it full. Yes, that person. Yes. He's working with the family. I did go over to his live stream once, and that person did flash a gun and said it was called The Judge. And immediately said my channel was a drama channel, just like all the other drama channels. And then the Cleanup Guy and someone else, another troll from the community, showed up in the chat trying to trigger me. It's a distraction channel, just like Tease. Okay, working with the Cleanup Guy. Yes, that was his channel. Yeah. I don't watch him. I watched him that one time to have a gun flashed at me called the judge, and then I never went back. I don't support that. I don't support the manipulation of the audience. I don't support the abuse, the deflection, the diversion. I don't support him minimizing my channel the way he did and attacking my channel. I don't approve of that. Yeah, don't watch him. I don't watch him. I don't support that. No, I don't. That's one of the worst people, actually, because he's up there talking about mental illness and he doesn't even care about it. He's getting paid to trigger another channel. He doesn't care about mental illness. He doesn't care about child abuse. The cleanup guy doesn't. You know, nobody in the family I'm talking about does, because the majority of the people in it are child abusers. So they don't care making money off of it because they don't care doing it. So if you're going to do it, might as well make money off of it, right? Lewis Griffin, that's not it's a channel to trigger people. I don't believe that to be a real channel with a person that believes what he's saying and is expressing himself in a manner in which he wants people to hear about prevention or abuse awareness. As you notice, he popped up out of nowhere recently, right? He said he's been online 13 months fighting for mental illness. No, his channel just popped up recently because my channel is going to keep going. So there is going to be more channels to trigger people and deflect and cause diversions. Let me ask you this. This is to my amazing people in my chat. Very important question. Listen, did the cleanup guy talk specifically to that channel that you're talking about here? The person who was going to commit suicide or whatever. Did he talk about that channel all the time in his stream? Did he mention it? Did he mention that channel? Does he mention Amy's vlogs? Does he mention T? Does he mention those channels? Answer me that. Did he talk about those channels? Did he mention them? This is a question for the people in the chat. Did the cleanup guy talk about Amy's vlogs, T lady, and this other person? Yes. Jeanette Williams says yes. Okay. Because those are the distraction channels. Those are the channels he's allowed to talk about. The backers channel is with them as well. Yes. 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 These are all channels that aren't talking about abuse. So they're channels that cleanup guy can't address or talk about because he's not addressing or talking about me. Thank you, Fairfax, for being truthful with that. Okay? They're all distraction channels. So the minute he does address me, the cleanup person, do you think he'll respectfully address me? Do you think he'll be kind to me? Do you think he'll be nice to me? Answer that. Once the cleanup guy does address my channel, will he be kind? Will he be nice? Is he going to address what he's seen? Is he going to be truthful? Yes or no? People in the chat, no way. No way, of course not. Because if he does it, then he actually has to acknowledge that this is actually going on, right? So what did he do tonight? Even though Bubba Boo, no. Bubba Boo, you got it. You guys got it. You know. When I hold him accountable for laughing about child abuse, for sticking up for these people, for being friends with his family, for making money off talking about children that are dying from cancer, is he going to be nice to me? I could ask him the nicest way possible. Is he going to be nice? No. He already attacked me tonight. You're asking me why I laugh about child abuse? While I'm talking about kids that are dying from cancer, while I get $20, that speaks to the kind of person you are, Roasted Studios. That's what he said. That's what just happened tonight. I thought it was worthy of making a stream out of it. Because it's not right. Doesn't seem right to me. Does it seem right to you guys? Now, any channel that's not talking about abuse or can't even give an opinion on it, whether they agree or not, is sticking up for the monopoly, is sticking up for the family. And you know, Bubba Boo does these wonderful parodies on the son whose channel just went down. Hilarious parodies. I don't check it out. Click on the channel. Right there, Bubba Boo. This person, man, just You guys know, okay? He has a very short fuse. So if you poke at him, he gets triggered, and he does these outlandish things as an adult because he's an abuser or has abused and can make decisions on his own as an adult, right? So he falls into the trap, gets triggered, gets scapegoated each time. Look how many people made videos talking about the person that lived with him, that one person that lived with him, just talking about how bad he was and that. Are any of those people talking about how bad he is in conjunction with his life or what he's gone through or the abuse or his family or the triggering or the manipulation and what he's gone through in conjunction with my channel? No. Well, I call that scapegoating. Okay, unless you're doing an awesome parody to help out the community with some comedic relief like Bubba Boo, then, you know, they're not addressing the abuse. Some people don't feel comfortable talking about it, but they still acknowledge it. I understand that. It's people like Papa, okay? He's acknowledged it. He just doesn't want to be harassed. He doesn't want to get strikes. I don't blame him on that, you know. This planet person trying to capitalize it, I don't agree with that. But I have nothing against him at the end of the day. I heard he was going to leave. I hope he doesn't leave the community. Everybody deserves a channel as long as, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But some people aren't doing what they're doing. They're still allowed to have the channel. But I still don't want him to leave. I don't think he should leave the community. We can have a conversation about what's going on. It's okay to disagree. It doesn't mean you have to go straight to attacking people or hurting people's feelings or being mean. You know, you can have a conversation. We can try to have a conversation. You know, still 23 people in here. My husband's yawning. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Dead inside. Who attacked you? I joined late. Who attacked who? Someone in the chat or me? Who attacked me? I don't know if it's an attack, but the cleanup guy is having his ass handed to him right now in this stream because I'm standing up for myself and I'm not going to allow him to use children to get money. He could do it. He did it tonight, but I'm going to say something about it. Yeah, he shouldn't be attacked. You shouldn't attack anybody. You got to state how you feel, but you don't want to attack somebody. But that's to Jamie. I know what you're saying. So I went in there and he's using children, sick, dying children, subscribers to get, you know, to get people to feel sorry for him, make him feel like he's a good guy, and he's getting money. He got $20. He may have got more, but I felt so sick I left. I was like, I can't believe it. But he still hasn't addressed why he's laughing at child abuse. So I went in the chat, I asked him, I got timed out. After the timeout went up, I asked again, I got timed out again. I tried to ask as nicely as I could. I said, you have a platform, a big platform, you could help. Why? What do you think about my channel? What do you think about the abuse, you know? And why are you manipulating and abusing your audience to feel sorry for people that are dying when you're just you're having them turn around and give money to you? Why are you doing that? And I got timed out again. And I came back to say thank you to the mod, even though he was timing me out. I just wanted to say thank you. I'd like to leave the chats in that way. Thank you for having me. And I got timed out again for saying thank you. So I left and I created a live stream. Because the cleanup guy, he said, when I asked him why was he laughing about the child abuse, he said, oh, that's Roasted Studios. This speaks to the kind of person you are. Asking about child abuse, laughing about it, asking about using sick children for a live stream. Yeah. Yeah. Is there a way to close the super chat so when you talk about people that are dying, you don't get people who feel sorry to give you money? Because it makes you look like a manipulative, abusive asshole. I don't know either. Anyways, I could go on all day about this. That's not how you make your money. It's a very lazy way to make money. Being a jerk online, manipulating people to feel bad, to make money, not addressing child abuse, not laughing at it, not addressing survivors of sexual abuse on my channel who have asked him direct questions, who he just laughs at and just takes off. He just takes off my channel, never comes back. A lot of the things on my channel, what's that? A lot of the things on my channel lead to suicide. A lot of these concepts and ideas lead to suicide. But he's not going to talk about suicide only until he has to. When does he have to? Well, he doesn't have to, but he wants to when Logan Paul does something stupid. So he does a live stream and he'll talk about suicide comedically for 10 minutes because he doesn't really care about it. He just needed something to talk about that day. But I've been talking about it for 4 months over here. So my question is, at what point is he going to be a father who cares about these concepts and who cares about enough and respectful enough and can be mature enough to have a conversation about it? That's my question to him. And until then, I'm going to look at him and go, that speaks to the kind of person you are, cleanup person. I like who I am at the end of the day. Do you have trouble sleeping? Jeanette Williams going to bed. I enjoyed you too, sweetheart. Have a good night. I wasn't planning on streaming this late. Oh my gosh, it's really late. I don't have much to do tomorrow, thank goodness. Another reason that I'm able to do this tonight. But also having a channel where I'd already streamed. I feel comfortable now, I think, jumping on here and talking with you guys and having a conversation and maybe telling you how I feel because it's frustrating. It really is. Yes, Bubba Boo, I have a Twitter. Get on there. It's at Roasted Studios. I only have like 30 some odd people on there. So good night, Jeanette. Have a good night, sweetheart. So feel free to add me if you're on there. You can hit me up. I'm on Twitter, every other day. I check it now and again. I'm on there. Yeah, definitely. I might drop a music video or some music that I like on there. I might talk about some videos that are coming up, or I might just drop some encouragement on the Twitter feed, just telling people to have a good day, things like that, yeah. What was this? Ashhole. What was or is the purpose of Isaac being a cleaner for Mike, just as a means of damage control to cover up the abuse as well? Well, I don't even know who dubbed him that. Did he dub himself that in one of the calls? Well, he garnered that title somehow, the cleanup person, but he didn't clean up anything. You're welcome, Bubba Boo. I hope to see you on there. He didn't clean up anything. What did he clean up? I'm the one that made the welfare checks. I'm the one that saw there was a problem and extended myself to try to help, and have been getting abused for doing so ever since for caring about kids. Because the person that Bubba Boo does parodies on was acting erratic and volatile and violently, and you cannot have elderly people or kids around that. So basically, he's called the cleanup person because he takes credit for not having done anything to help the situation out. It's just another thing that goes along and attests to the kind of person he is. Right, cleanup guy? He's intimidated people. Yeah, he uses intimidation, which is an abuse tactic. What else? Yeah, he tried to intimidate the 2 people he had the conversations with that he didn't want speaking about Michael. Right? Savage Live tried to intimidate her. Well, you're running your mouth. You're a woman. You're running your mouth. Now she's a woman with an opinion, and you don't like it. So you have to send a cease and desist order to be able to make her be quiet because she's too powerful for you. That's keeping it 100. What do you got? He doesn't have anything. He's afraid of a woman. I find that the men that are abusive, they are afraid of women. They're afraid of powerful women. They're afraid of people sticking up for themselves. Because to be that kind of person, a manipulative, intimidating abuser to begin with, you have to feel really bad about yourself, have a really low self-esteem. You have to really be wondering, oh gosh, my wife's going to be leaving me any day. I don't know. He could do better. He's a father. He knows better. He should be doing better. I'm not sure I don't even remember now. It might have been from one of the phone calls from my channel. You might want to check. But like I said, he's not cleaning up anything. What did he clean up? He's helping put like a manipulation abracadabra over your eyes, making him think the family was innocent and neglect isn't abuse, and that he helped out by just knocking on a door in a hotel room. Didn't do much for me, didn't do much to me. Didn't look like you did anything, really. Jamie, she says, very afraid of powerful women. Yeah, because what is he going to say? What is he going to come with? Yeah, you can't really combat the truth, can you? And when you try to, you end up looking bad, or you have to be manipulative in some manner. So when I went in his chat tonight, he used the somber moment of people feeling bad for these children he said were passing away from having cancer or whatever, which he's profiting off of, getting money on the super chat. Do you think he addressed the abuse and said, Roasted, I just can't talk about that right now? Or Roasted, I laughed and I just didn't know what else to say. Or Roasted, yeah, I think it's funny. But so? Instead of saying any one of those things, he just attacked me. And he let the audience feel like I was attacking him for asking why he's laughing about child abuse. He just attacked me and said, well, you asking this right now, it shows what kind of person you are. Yeah, cleanup person, collecting 20 bucks and money on your live stream while talking about children that are dying when you laugh about child abuse. That's manipulative. That speaks to the kind of person you are. And that's why I don't watch your channel. And that's why I don't respect you. Actually, that's why I have no respect for you. Okay? So you keep on attacking strong women like Savage in 2016, Savage Live, and you keep on having your ass handed to you. I got a video coming your way. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to sound angry. I think I'm trying to get my point across. I think I'm trying to have some live stream action going on here. And it is so late. I cannot believe I'm live streaming this late. Kizzybug, I didn't see it. It would be interesting to see what she has to say. What she had to say about it. Oh, you didn't see the video? Kizzybug, you got to look it up. You got to find it somewhere. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like something you need to be giving to the audience. But then again, it also normalizes the abuse, right? It still backs up his friend over there. Let's normalize some more abuse by talking about this woman that's crying, that I'm making cry because I'm not a real man who can't keep a woman from crying because I'm insecure and don't know what to do from the first place, which is have security in yourself and fill your woman's bucket up. Fill her bucket back up. I'm secure with myself, honey. I don't need to threaten you with divorce. Or I'm secure with myself. I don't need to abuse you. Right? Bubba Boo. Love your channel. I love your channel. But here's one thing. If he sees this and he knows that this is going up, he may address it. He may not. Cleanup person. If he does address it, here's my guarantee for you, my audience, for you guys. He's going to be mean. He's going to be manipulative. He's going to insult me. And he's going to lie. Those are your guarantees. And because he's already done it to Savage Live, Savage M 2016, whose channel I back up, who has a cease and desist, who can't talk about this family because she was too powerful. That's keeping it 100. Okay, by the time it's time for him to talk to me, it'll only be lies, manipulation, and abuse. Look at a Savage response. It's a live stream he did. He used this woman's child against her to hurt her. He used her husband against her to hurt her. He insulted her. Okay, check out this channel. I did a couple comedy videos on a reaction as to what he did to that lady. You know, I don't agree with that. You shouldn't treat people that way. You shouldn't treat women that way. Kizzybug, some men don't. Absolutely. I have a good man. I hope you do too. Been through that myself, but any man who loves his girlfriend or wife, they will do all that they can to build them up and not tear them down. Yes, and that goes for both partners. That goes for the man and the woman. That's a healthy relationship. Having your wife cry about you online, that makes you should be damn ashamed of yourself. Why don't you take care of your family? Why don't you take care of your business at home and stop spreading it about and normalizing all this dysfunction online and get on camera and tell your woman she's beautiful. Tell her she's a good mother. Tell her you're proud of her for putting up with your sorry ass. Goodness. Kyle Williams, you're leaving. Okay. Have a good night, sweetie. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Still 23 people here. It's a decent amount of people, I think. How many are in the chat? There's 5 people in the chat, 23 watching. Oh my goodness. Yeah, cleanup person. Are you watching? Why don't you get in the chat? I have to talk with you. Have a nice chat. We can have a nice chat. Because you know what? I'm not going to let you disrespect me. You disrespect your family. You disrespect your wife. You go ahead and do it. You go ahead. And see how long they stick around with you. And see how happy you're making them by treating them that way. But I'm not your wife. You won't be disrespecting me. You don't dare ever tell me. That it speaks to the kind of person that I am. I speak to the kind of person that I am on my own. That's why I'm in your chat, still holding you accountable for laughing about child abuse, normalizing it, and exploiting it. That's why I'm doing this live stream. So you keep acting a fool. You keep acting the fool. You keep being the fool. You keep being the scapegoat. You keep being the court jester. And I'll keep calling you on every shot you got. And I hope you are listening, because child abuse isn't funny, and you're father, and you need to grow up. You don't want to address it? Fine. But don't think you're going to tell people who I am. I know who I am. And at the end of the day, I feel I'm a better person than you. You see Skylar White? He is. We're not going to be on like, how long will we be on? Been on for? How long, an hour? 2 hours? We've been on 2 hours? 3 hours? I've been on 3 hours? Can you guys believe it? Can you believe I could talk this much? I can't believe it. Lewis Griffin, I could listen to you talk about Pickle Boy and the cleanup guy all day. Can't stand them. They think they can fool people. Well, they can't fool me. You can't get anything past roasted. 3 hours? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. 3 hours. My goodness. Jamie's like, oh, heck yeah. I know they're watching. That's what they do. Yeah, you could keep on watching. You guys seen The Bodyguard, the movie? You got the handsome Kevin Costner at the bar, and this woman with the short hair comes up to him from across the room, and she goes, I've been looking at you from across the room all night. And he goes, why don't you go back there and keep on watching? And that's what I have to say to you, cleanup guy. Why don't you keep on watching? Because that's all you got. Because you don't have the truth. You don't have respect. You don't have class. You don't have integrity. You don't have... Can't say all of it. You don't have it, Bubba Boo. You don't got it, baby. I got it. You don't have it. So keep on wishing that you have it and keep on watching, because what you're watching is a real woman telling you that you ain't shit. How about that? How about that? And I'll do it for 5 hours. I could go on for hours and hours about this individual. I don't know who he thinks he is. I wasn't born yesterday. I have some integrity about myself, and I will speak out against it, because every time he doesn't say anything, every time he laughs, every time he manipulates for 20 bucks, these things persist, okay? And if I could help somebody, if I could say something to help somebody, or if I can combat what they're doing in any manner for free, hey, let's do it. Why not? Why not? I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying the audience. They're enjoying the truth. I'm enjoying telling the truth. I like it. Jamie, tough as nails. Jamie says, roasted, you're tough as nails. I love it. I love it too. You know, it's okay to find your strength. It's okay to display it. Put it on a shelf and then take it off the shelf and throw it right at somebody. Throw it at the cleanup guy. Oh, man. How many people are in the chat? 5? Hey, 25 watching, 25 likes. I like that. Sounds good to me. You know, if you like what you're hearing, if you guys don't know about my other channel, this is Roasted Studios. This is my second channel. So if you want to subscribe to my first channel, please do so. I'll have more videos out for you guys as soon as I can. What, maybe one this week, hopefully? We'll try to get out one this week or something like that. I have a lot of video ideas. It takes a minute or two to make the videos, as you know. And I don't want to give you garbage. And I want to try to make them as good as I can. And then also finding the time to make them, you know, because I'm not on here every day. I'm not on YouTube every day like some people are able to be, which is great. So, but stick around my channels. You know, I have more to say. I have more to share with you. And I have a lot more video ideas and more things that are I'm going to be doing. Super JJ, I like what you were doing. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining the chat. I like what I'm doing too. That's why I'm doing it. I like it. It feels good, right? Feels good to take a stand. It feels good to say things that I think are important. They're important to me. And if no one else thinks they're important, no one else has to watch. But everyone and their mama's watching and striking me and talking bad or not talking about me to trigger me. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Jamie, keep doing the live streams. I think we might, right? It's fun. My husband looks like he's about to die. Do you want me to get going? Yeah. You know, we do really have to get going. I could go all night, okay? Because I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but my husband is busy tomorrow. So I want to thank my husband for being on here with me, everybody who showed up, everybody in the chat and the stream, Bubba Boo, Jamie, Super JJ, Fairfax, Ashhole. I know the kid from the UK was here earlier. Skylar White. Who else? Jamie, LS Steve, Kizzybug, Lewis Griffin, Kyle Williams. Murr was here earlier. Aw, Murr. Jeanette Williams, Dead Inside. Anyone who was watching, Crystal Meth Machine Gun was here. Kyle Williams, Ganja Growing Girl. What? Louise? Oh, Blue Wings. Yeah, Blue Wings. If I didn't mention your name, I apologize. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me a reason to speak. Thank you for giving me the chance to speak, for listening to me, for giving me a conversation, for being nice and respectful to everyone in the chat, for supporting everybody. Subscribe to each other. Babe, you got to help me end it. I'm still learning how to do the chats, you guys. I will do another stream. I appreciate you. And I love you guys. I love what I'm doing. And I appreciate you very much. Ashel, thank you very much. Roasted Studios, out, baby.